My three-point shooting percentage is 99%. Even Steph would call me a monster. But none of that matters. I have drifted through 8 NBA teams without ever getting a real shot. Coaches never gave me a chance. Until the last day of my 10-day contract with the Lakers. The score sits at 80-110. The Lakers are down 30 points to the Warriors. Same old story. The Lakers' offense is painfully stagnant, hitting only 3 of 18 from 3. Meanwhile, the Warriors, their star Steph is in another dimension, 11 of 15 from 3. One man outscoring the entire Lakers team from deep. We're in the final 8 minutes of the fourth quarter. A comeback looks impossible. Coach Vogel has already pulled LeBron, A D, and the rest of the starters. LeBron sits on the bench, head down, studying his fingernails. A D stares at the court, but his mind is clearly somewhere else. In this kind of atmosphere, Coach Vogel shakes his head and slowly scans down the bench. His eyes land on me. This young man from the East, average athleticism, never managed to earn minutes with the Lakers, but he works hard every single day in practice. Humble, low-key, never causes trouble. Coach Vogel has always had a soft spot for me, and tonight is the last night of my 10-day contract. He figures, give the kid a shot. The Lakers probably won't sign me again, but maybe, just maybe, another team is watching. It's a long shot, sure, basically zero, but thinking all that through, Coach Vogel waves me over. Your turn. My eyes have been locked on him this whole time. The moment I hear him call, something hot surges from my chest straight to my head. I spring to my feet. 3 months on the bench. Finally, I'm back on an NBA floor, and right at that moment, a voice echoes in my mind. Congratulations, player. You have earned a chance to take the floor for the Lakers. Active. Reward unlocked. 10-minute God mode 3-point trial. My step falters for just a second. No time to process it. The referee at the scorer's table is already waving me in. I jog onto the court. Meanwhile, across the ocean, in a Chinese basketball livestream, the 2 commentators spot me on screen and toss out a casual line. Our guy Kai is checking in. Let's see what he's got. No build-up, no fanfare. Just that. Because everyone already knows. 2 years glued to the bench. The commentators aren't buying it either. The live comments erupt. Ugh, this guy again. Total bad luck charm. Embarrassing himself on foreign soil. Just come back already. When I first arrived in the NBA, everyone had sky-high expectations. Fans back home hyped me up to the moon. But then I hurt my wrist in practice, my performance on the court took a hit, and plenty of NBA coaches already had their biases against players from the East. No opportunities. Slowly, I became a fringe player, and so the fans back home turned on me, tearing me apart like they wanted to bury me. Sure, some people understood, but they were nothing compared to the haters. Back at Staples Center, the Lakers inbound the ball. I'm the shooting guard. After the inbound, I settle into the half court. Every player out here is a guy who only sees the floor in garbage time. Now that they finally get their chance, everyone wants to make an impression. Nobody wants to be the guy setting screens. All 4 of them each take a turn. None of it goes in. The gap only grows. 35 points now. Finally, on the 3rd possession, the ball finds me at the top of the arc. The moment it hits my hands, something shifts. I feel electric. A force surges through me that I can't explain, like I've been ruling courts for decades. My touch is on fire. The defender in front of me is standing loose, barely trying. I don't hesitate. I rise. Clean form, a touch of a fadeaway, picture perfect. The ball traces a beautiful arc through the air. Swish, pure net, a beautiful 3, but almost nobody notices. Down by 30 plus, 1 3-pointer is a drop in the ocean. A third of the crowd has already left. The rest are talking or scrolling their phones. Across the ocean, the 2 commentators are deep in conversation about standings, completely missing that a kid from China just drained a beauty. The live comments, though, full of sarcasm. Oh wow, he actually hit a 3, got lucky as hell. Lucky, please. If he hits 2 more, I'll eat dirt. Back on the court, play continues. The Warriors miss a shot, and the Lakers push back. 2 teammates fumble the play, almost a turnover, but somehow the ball bounces and floats right to me, again at the top of the arc. I catch it and there is zero hesitation. I pull up and fire. My touch right now is insanely hot. If I don't go all out tonight, this contract ends and I may never get another chance in the NBA. Forget chasing a dream, just surviving would be a struggle. Swish. The 3 cuts through the air, pure net again. Another beauty. 86-115, down 29. Still, not a ripple from the crowd. Only Coach Vogel is clapping hard, cheering me on. LeBron doesn't hesitate either. He joins in, clapping for me too. When you're the leader of a team and you see a teammate making plays, you step up first. That's just who LeBron is. Next possession, the Warriors turn it over. The Lakers push in transition. I put my head down and sprint as hard as I can toward the front court, settling into the corner. The Lakers point guard drives for the layup, but the Warriors recover fast. Their center is already planted right in his path. Instinctively, the guard swings it to me. Kick it to whoever is hot. That's just point guard 101. No hesitation from me. I pull up and shoot. Bang. It clanks off the rim, but the ball bounces off the backboard, rattles around the rim 4 times, and drops in. 89-115, down 26. This time, a few scattered fans in the arena offer a thin, hesitant round of applause. 3 threes in under a minute. It turns a few heads, but only a few. In the live stream, the comments start stirring. Wait, he just hit 2 more threes. Where's the guy who said he'd eat dirt? But that guy has already vanished from the chat. At Staples Center, the Warriors head coach immediately calls a timeout. 9 straight points from this unknown Chinese player. It looks like nothing on paper, but he's not taking any chances. He gathers everyone in and runs through how to guard him. He points to the best one-on-one defender on his bench, a guy with a big afro, and says, "You've got their number one. Let him drive if you have to, but do not let him shoot threes." Fro cuts his eyes toward me across the court, lip curled in a smirk. He nods. "Relax, coach. I'll shut him down so hard he crawls back home crying." On the Lakers side, Coach Vogel keeps it simple. Set screens for Kai. Kai, if you're open, pull the trigger. Be decisive. He's putting his faith in me. I feel a warmth spread through my chest. This is the first time in my NBA career a head coach has ever called a play for me. It's just a simple screen and shoot setup, but it fires me up like nothing else. I nod hard, eyes burning. LeBron walks over, grabs my hand, and slaps it hard. "Hey bro, I love those threes, but I want to see more." I nod, chest up, voice steady. "You will." Meanwhile, in the live stream, the two commentators are running through the box score. Let's check the Lakers scoring. LeBron with 23, A D with 28, and Kai with 9. At that, one commentator pauses. "Kai, he's already at 9 points. The other one chimes in. "I think he hit 2, wait, maybe 3 threes? Let me check. Yeah, 3 threes. 3 for 3. Solid percentage. 9 points. His career high in a single game in the NBA. We'll see if he can keep shooting. But that wrist injury of his, that last shot looked a little off. Maybe he won't risk another 3. Shooting puts a lot of strain on the wrist. As they speak, the game resumes. The Warriors convert a cut play for 2. The gap stretches back to 28. Back on offense, the Lakers attack again. Fro is glued to me. Coach told him to lock up this East boy, so he's going to guard me until I break. And he will not shut up. Just a non-stop stream of trash talk. "East boy, with that fragile little frame of yours, you really think you can still shoot threes? Give it a rest. I'm going to stick to you like glue, until you're crying your eyes out." I don't give Fro a single word back. I've always believed in letting my game do the talking. Following coach's plan, I curl off a screen and catch again at the top of the arc. Fro is a step behind. I have a split-second window. No hesitation. Hard stop, rise up, elbow up, flick of the wrist. One fluid motion, start to finish. Butter smooth. The ball sails right over Fro's outstretched fingertips, tracing a bright orange arc under the lights. Swish. The net ripples clean at the center. I pull my hand back in, glance at Fro, and let a quiet smile creep onto my face. Another shot that felt like nothing. And right then, it hits me. This insane touch I have tonight is all because of the system's God mode 3-point trial. The moment the ball leaves my fingers, I already know it's going in. Is this what it feels like to be an elite shooter? I can't help but steal a glance at Steph sitting on the Warriors bench. Steph is casually looking at Fro too. And Fro, still trailing behind me, still running his mouth. "I'm the one guarding you. Don't forget that. I'm gonna lock you down until you question your whole existence. Until you crawl back to your country in tears." I don't even turn around. I say one thing, rare for me. "I'll shoot until you shut up." That just fires him up more. He keeps barking. I tune it out completely. Just noise. 4 threes now, and the gap is down to 25. From 35 to 25, it feels like it happened in a blink. On the sideline, the Lakers bench is on its feet. Even if they lose tonight, 4 threes in a minute and a half. That's enough to make anyone stop and stare. Next possession, the Warriors miss. As the Lakers come up the floor, I barely cross half court, and I'm already calling for the ball. My performance has already won the point guard over. The ball comes to me naturally. Fro closes in tight. I use a screen to create a little space. He gets bumped, falling a step behind. I'm still 2 meters behind the arc. If I keep dribbling, Fro will catch up fast. No time to think. Hard stop, ball up, wrist snap, swish. Another 3, down 22. And in an instant, a third of the crowd rises to their feet, cheering. Less than 3 minutes left. Still down by 20 plus. No way they close it out. But this kid from the East hitting 5 straight threes reignites something in them. This guy is unreal. He's the Lakers version of Steph. How have I never heard of him? What's his name? He's on a 10-day contract. I don't even know his name. The ball drops in and adrenaline explodes through me. My confidence skyrockets. Right now, the basket looks as wide as the ocean. No matter how I throw it, the ball just obeys. On the Warriors bench, Steph's eyes are alive. As the greatest shooter in history, the pioneer of the small ball era, watching someone else hit 5 straight threes lights a fire in him. He wants to get out there and go one-on-one. But when he looks at his coach, the coach gives an almost invisible shake of the head. The game is already won. No need to put Steph back in. Next possession, the Warriors answer with a 3. Now the Lakers have the ball. I cross half court and call for it again. This time, Fro has learned his lesson. He's already camped 2 meters behind the arc before I can even catch. No room to shoot. I dribble, glance at my right hand. Fro reads it as hesitation, and he lights up. He claps twice, loud and dramatic, waving me on. "Come on, if you've got guts, hit another one. I'll bet you $100 you can't." This is pure mind games. Shooting, especially from deep, is one of the most mentally demanding skills in basketball. Any crack in focus and your form breaks. Broken form means a missed shot, but hearing that only makes my blood run hotter. I keep dribbling, but instead of going forward, I take 3 slow steps back, landing right on the midcourt logo. Fro spots it and flashes a wide grin. "Logo line 3? You think you're Steph Curry? Ha! East boy, you still half asleep?" The arena's play-by-play announcer does a double take. "Oh my, what is this guy doing?" His partner laughs. Is he actually going for a logo line 3? A kid from China shooting logo 3s? He hits 5 in a row and now he thinks he's Steph Curry? Both of them are barely holding it together. But before they even finish the sentence, I launch it from the logo. From out here, I have to snap my wrist with everything I have, but the release feels perfect. I know it's going in. The moment it leaves my hand, the ball is still in the air, but I'm already turning my back to the basket, right hand raised high, 3 fingers out. The ball carves a long arc across the sky. 1 second after I flash the 3, it cannonballs into the hoop. Bang! Logo line 3. This one doesn't whisper through the net. It's heavy, violent, like a missile blasting across half court, slamming through the hoop and shaking the entire arena. The place explodes. Oh my god, a logo, line 3. Oh my god, am I seeing this? He turned around before it even went in. That is insane! The noise inside the arena surges. A logo line 3 is already a spectacle on its own, but turning your back before it drops? That swagger? Even Steph has never done that. And it's not just the crowd. The same 2 announcers who were laughing at me seconds ago can't help themselves. Oh my god, what did I just witness? A logo line 3. I cannot believe it. He actually did it. He is the Lakers' Steph Curry. That's how a lot of NBA commentators work. They flip with the wind. A second ago they were clowning me. Now they're gassing me up like they always believed. Not a hint of shame. Up on the big screen the camera holds on me, before finally cutting to Steph on the sideline. Coach Kerr lets out a helpless shake of the head. He glances over at Steph. So this is what it feels like when the other team has their own Steph. Steph hasn't moved a muscle, but his eyes are burning. Meanwhile, the Lakers bench erupts. Every substitute waving their towel furiously. Starters leaping and slapping hands over a shot nobody saw coming. A D rockets to his feet, those thick eyebrows shooting up, eyes wide with disbelief. LeBron jumps up fast, both hands raised high, throwing up the 3-point sign. Face absolutely twisted, repeating oh my god, over and over. Across the ocean, the 2 commentators in the Chinese livestream are losing their minds. Eyes wide, barely keeping it together. In 2 minutes, 6 threes, including a logo line 3. Unbelievable. Absolutely insane. 18 points. Our guy Kai drops 18 in 2 minutes. This is beyond imagination. The stream had thinned out. It was garbage time after all. But the ones who stayed are going wild. LFG. No way. Is Kai finally rising up? He shot a logo line 3 and turned around before it dropped. I want a boyfriend that confident. Of course, the haters aren't far behind. 2 years in the NBA, less than 100 total points. Gets lucky for 1 game, hits a few threes and suddenly he's a star. Just come back home. Stop embarrassing us. If you're so great, let's see you do it again. So disrespectful. Celebrating before the ball even drops. No class. If he hits 8 threes, I'll do a handstand on stream and eat dirt. Out on the court, after that logo line 3, my confidence is at an absolute peak. The gap is down to 19. This is the feeling I've been chasing. My body is trembling with electricity. My blood is on fire. Turning around before the shot drops. Plenty of players have done that. LeBron has done it. Steph has done it. But shooting a logo line 3 and still turning away before it lands, I'm the first. I believe in staying humble off the court, but basketball is a loud sport. On the floor, you give everything you have. You let your true self loose. If you can't do that while playing, then what are you even playing for? Stay humble off the court. Go all out on it. Meanwhile, Fro stands there watching the ball crash through and bounce on the floor. His eyes go wide, like he's seen a ghost. Frozen. Not a word. I look at him and say calmly, hey bro, don't forget my 100. That snaps him out of it. He mutters, damn, East boy, you really just did that. But I've already turned away. Too late to regret it now. Next possession, the Warriors' offense is stopped. The Lakers' point guard pushes it up and hands it straight to me. He offers to set a screen, going to use it to get me open for 3. But I'm in a zone right now. I wave him off. Don't bother. I motion for him to clear out. He shrugs and gives me room. I face Fro one-on-one. I almost wave him over with a finger, but that's a taunting call, a technical foul. I'm not afraid of the T, but a technical means a $25,000 fine. On a 10-day contract, that's a huge amount. So I swallow the urge, and in my best, not quite perfect American English, I say, come on bro. Fro is fired up. He storms over, plants his feet wide, ready to die on this defensive play. A slow smile spreads across my face. I dart my right foot out. Fro shifts to match, but I've already pulled it back and I'm rising. Fro knows he's been faked. He curses under his breath and scrambles to contest. There's only a flash of daylight, but I've already released. On the sideline, every Laker is on their feet. Every fan in the building locks eyes on the ball. Swish, it drops clean. And Fro, who lunged so hard, takes me straight to the floor. Ball in, whistle, foul on Fro. The arena detonates again. 7 threes, 2.5 minutes, 21 points. That scoring explosion is absolutely insane. This guy from the East is unreal. How is he only on a 10-day contract? Lakers, sign this man before somebody else steals him. The 2 commentators are screaming into their mics. This is one of the most insane individual performances I have ever seen. Truly unbelievable. But compared to the commentators, the Chinese fans across the ocean have far more colorful things to say. The emotion is so much richer. No way. What the? I can't even. Out on the floor, I look at Fro, and I feel nothing but satisfaction. His face has gone completely dark, not a single word left in him. The guy he was supposed to stop has gone off for over 20 points in 2 minutes, right over his head. And that last shot, the coach specifically pointed at Fro to take me, and Fro got a step-back hit right in his face from deep. Low damage, maximum humiliation. What face does he have left to trash talk? The same guy he said he'd make cry and crawl back to the East hasn't cried at all. Fro's the one holding back tears. After I sink the and 1 free throw, the scoreboard reads, Lakers 97, Warriors 112, down only 15. From 35 to 15, it felt like a blink. 2.5 minutes, 15 points. A comeback still seems nearly impossible. But after what I just did, who's brave enough to say that for sure? 2 more threes, and this is a single-digit game. game. The Warriors coach calls another timeout. A cold chill runs through him. He turns to his players. Double team him. I want to double team every time. The Warriors players stare at him. They can't believe what they're hearing. Every time he touches the ball, double team. Force him to pass. Under no circumstances does he get another 3-point look. The players exchange glances. Running a double team against a guy on a 10-day contract, a guy whose name they don't even know, that feels almost insulting to themselves. But nobody questions the coach. When they take the floor, the Warriors execute exactly as told. They double team me the moment I catch it. The commentators burst out laughing. Oh my, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? The other one cracks up too. The Warriors are running a double team on him. This is genuinely an honor. The fans in the arena are laughing too, but I'm not laughing. Even with the system's boost, my wrist is already injured. Every dribble hurts. Facing a double team, all I can do is get the ball out fast and hope an open teammate can capitalize. But both open threes from my teammates clank out. Still, I keep grinding, constantly moving off screens, looking for a crack. In the final 2.5 minutes, I find 2 more openings and knock down 2 more threes. Each one sends the arena into an uproar. Finally, when the final buzzer sounds, the score is locked at 111 to 118. The Lakers fall by just 7, but there's no sadness in this building. Nobody knows my name, so they chant my jersey number. Number 1, number 1. They lost, but they're celebrating like they won. LeBron comes straight to me, locks me in a tight embrace and speaks into my ear. Bro, you actually did it. 28 in 5 minutes. Thank you for letting me witness something great. A D walks over to dap me up. The Lakers just lost, but you'd never know it. Meanwhile, the Warriors, winners tonight, wear grim, tense faces. Coach Kerr especially, cold sweat. 5 minutes ago, up 30. Should have been a blowout. Almost got flipped. If it had, he would have been nailed to history's wall of shame for the rest of his career. After the game, as always, the key players from both sides exchange handshakes. Steph hugs LeBron and A D first. They exchange a few words, and then Steph walks straight toward me. His eyes flash with competitive fire. Your shooting is serious. I fire right back, so is yours. That trademark boyish grin breaks across his face. Beard and all, that smile is still somehow pure and childlike. Fully earned that gentle giant reputation. Then Steph says, I hope we get to go at it on the floor someday. I nod hard, eyes burning with that same fire. Because if there's a chance, who wouldn't want to take on the best in the world at what they do? Just then, a Lakers reserve walks over. Kai, Pelinka wants to see you. Something stirs in my chest. My 10-day contract has expired. If the Lakers don't want to renew, they call your agent. They only come find you in person when they want to sign you again. LeBron catches that, standing right beside me. He grins. Kai, I told you, maybe tonight is where your luck turns. I thank him and walk quickly toward Pelinka's office. Pelinka is a quiet, reserved, middle-aged man. He often stands alone at the far end of the stands, watching games in total silence. Nobody ever knows what he's thinking. Now he sits behind his desk, and when I walk in, he speaks. Kai, tonight you surprised everyone. As you know, Schroeder is still out with his injury. Our backcourt still needs a scoring option. Would you be willing to sign another 10-day contract with us? Pelinka has a way with words. He doesn't say, we want to sign you. He says, would you be willing to sign with us? Same meaning, but one puts the team above you. The other shows you respect. I had already expected that tonight's performance would get management's attention, but hearing it directly from the GM, I still feel a quiet rush of joy. Thank you. I don't think I have any reason to say no. Another 10-day contract. That's more than enough for now. As for a guaranteed contract, the Lakers aren't going there yet, because in about a week, Schroeder, the starting point guard, is coming back. When he does, the backcourt gets crowded. There's no way they give me a guaranteed deal, unless I put on a show in the second 10 days that nobody can ignore. Thinking about that, I think of the system, the voice that spoke to me earlier. My fist quietly tightens. Then Pelinka adds, this second 10-day will be $20,000. I hope that works for you. I don't miss a beat. Thank you. That works perfectly. 10-day contracts vary based on a player's history, anywhere from a few thousand to tens of thousands. My last one was 8,000. This one jumped straight to 20. Life is about to get a little less tight. Walking out of the office, Caruso is already waiting. I've been staying at his place, so after every home game he waits. Kai, how'd it go? Guaranteed deal? I shake my head. 10-day. Caruso pats my shoulder. Hey, that's fine. As long as you keep playing like you did tonight, I know it'll turn into something guaranteed. I nod. Not much else to say. Back at Caruso's place, a quick meal. I've barely laid down on my cot in the garage when that cold electronic voice returns in my mind. The legend system is now online. Training mission issued. Sink 1,000 3-pointers. Mission reward, permanent 3-point rate upgraded to 45%. I don't sleep a single second that night. That phrase keeps looping in my head. 45%. That reward is absolutely wild, because 45% from 3 is elite level shooting. Even Steph, his career 3-point percentage falls just under 45%. Across the entire history of the NBA, only Coach Kerr has a career mark above 45%. I never could have imagined the system's very first reward would be this insane. If you ask what the Lakers need most right now, it's a consistent 3-point shooter. Pope, Kuzma, Schroeder, Tucker, they can all shoot threes, but the percentages are rough. In the small ball era, if you can't shoot reliably from deep, every game becomes a grind. Imagine then, If I could lock in a 45% three-point rate, that would be terrifying for every team in the league. At 4 in the morning, still pitch dark outside, I'm already rushing to the Lakers practice facility. The half-asleep security guard recognizes me as the new 10-day guy and waves me through. He stares out at the dark sky and mutters to himself, "Are all these guys from the East this dedicated?" Inside the gym, I flip the lights on and set up the ball machine. I get straight to work on the system's mission. The sound of ball after ball cutting through net fills the empty gym. By 8 in the morning, LeBron arrives at the facility. He's clearly surprised to see me. After a quick greeting, I ask LeBron to talk to coach. I want to spend today just shooting, because the team desperately needs a reliable three-point option. LeBron thinks it over and agrees. Disrupting the coach's training plan, there's no way I could pull that off on my own. Only a superstar with LeBron's kind of authority can make that call. And LeBron doesn't usually throw that weight around. But today, for me, he makes an exception. By 10 o'clock, the rest of the team starts rolling in, most of them barely awake. They see me and LeBron already drenched in sweat, and nobody bats an eye. Everyone follows the coach's plan for the day, while I stay in my corner shooting threes. By 4 in the afternoon, practice is over. Players head out. I'm 11 makes away from finishing the mission. LeBron stays. He's putting in extra work, and watching me shoot like a man possessed. That's when it hits him. I've been shooting all day. I didn't even eat lunch. LeBron is genuinely stunned. He just stands there and watches. With my body nearly empty, those last 11 makes take me close to 60 attempts. But finally, the last 3 drops. That cold electronic voice returns. Mission complete. Permanent three-point rate upgraded to 45%. I let out a long, slow breath. I drop to the floor spread eagle. LeBron and Caruso, who's been waiting this whole time, both go quiet. Nobody speaks. After 2 full minutes of just breathing, I tilt my head toward them and grin. "You believe me now? Tomorrow night against the Clippers, you can count on me." LeBron and Caruso exchange a look. All they saw today was a 20% shooting session. They have no idea where this confidence comes from. The next evening at 8, the Lakers and the Crosstown Clippers are about to tip off. Both teams are warming up. On the Clippers side, their guard Mad Dog Beverly steps up to his coach. "Coach, give me LeBron." Coach Lou doesn't even hesitate. "LeBron's yours." Mad Dog's eyes light up instantly, like a hunting dog locking onto prey. Mad Dog isn't tall, but he has an endless engine. The moment he steps on the floor, he attacks the other team's best player like a dog off the leash. Even Durant, one of the most unstoppable scorers ever, was neutralized by him once. The two of them going at it so hard that both got ejected. That's why Beverly is usually assigned to the other team's primary weapon. Of course, the Clippers also have another elite defender, Leonard, with his death grip defense. But Leonard is the team's centerpiece. He has to conserve energy. So under normal circumstances, Coach Lou doesn't ask Leonard to chase the other team's primary scorer. Besides, in Coach Lou's view, LeBron is past his peak these days. No need to waste Leonard's death grip on him. Soon, the game tips off. I'm at the very end of the bench again. I track the game with one eye and keep the other on Coach Vogel, terrified of missing the signal. These two teams are evenly matched. It's going to be tight. In a game like this, a coach basically won't risk putting me in. But as a professional, I have to be ready at every single second. The game starts, both teams trading blows. The Lakers dominate the paint, so they keep attacking inside. The Clippers are lethal from 3, so they play to their strength and keep launching. Meanwhile, across the ocean, in the Chinese basketball livestream, the commentator is veteran sports journalist Marcus, joined by host Derek, and a third member, presenter Mia. Mia is a huge LeBron fan. She covers almost every Lakers game. Derek throws the first question out. "Last game, our guy Kai hit 9 threes in the final 5 minutes, dropped 28 points. Absolutely insane. Marcus, do you think he gets minutes tonight?" Marcus scrolls through the numbers and smiles. "Last game was genuinely stunning. No question about it. The Lakers did re-sign him clearly because of his shooting, but tonight's matchup is close. It could go either way. His chances of getting in are probably slim." Derek nods. "Fair point, but we'd all love to see another explosion from him." In the live comments, fans are already hoping to see Kai. "Haven't followed the NBA since Yao retired, but yesterday watching our guy drop 28 in 5 minutes, I was shook." Of course, the haters far outnumber the fans. That was one game, and they still lost. Can't win games even if you score 100. You're just a stat patter. That last game was pure luck. Nobody guarded him in garbage time. This game with real defense on him, let's see if he can pull that off again. I wouldn't count on it. Out at the arena, I have no idea any of this is happening. And even if I did, I wouldn't care. 2 years of getting torn apart by haters back home. My mind has been hardened by all of it. Words don't reach me anymore. On the floor, Mad Dog Beverly is glued to LeBron, trash-talking non-stop, every movement edged with aggression. LeBron isn't as young as he used to be. His game is more and more about conserving energy. First half, he mostly operates from the arc, directing traffic rather than attacking. Fortunately, the Lakers' three-point shooting holds up today. 5 of 11 from 3 in the first half, just a 2-point game at halftime. But the third quarter hits and everything changes. LeBron tries to take it inside, but the Lakers' shooting falls right back into that same old, miserable drought. 3 straight misses from 3. Meanwhile, the Clippers rattle in 4 straight, and just like that, the gap balloons to 14. Coach Vogel calls timeout fast and hammers the defensive assignments. But defense alone doesn't fix this. The Lakers have to score too, and they can't. Out of the timeout, the Clippers hit 2 more threes. And because the Lakers can't shoot from deep, the Clippers drop into a zone defense. LeBron can't get through. The Lakers are stuck hunting for threes. But that's the cruel part. The more desperate you are, the worse they fall. By the time 6 minutes remain in the third quarter, the Lakers are down a full 20. Coach Vogel is sharp, but there's nothing he can do. Everyone knows the best way to crack a zone defense is to make threes. But if you can't make them, it doesn't matter. The whole Lakers team starts to sink. That's when Caruso remembers what I said yesterday. You can count on me. With that, he leans in close and whispers something to LeBron. LeBron's eyes light up. He looks over at me. Across the ocean, as the Lakers fall behind 20, the live stream's 2 commentators start offering the Lakers advice. Derek goes first. Marcus, the Lakers are down 20. Look at Mia. She's about to cry. For the sake of better basketball, and for Mia's emotional well-being, can you help the Lakers out here? Marcus laughs at Derek's tone and says, the Lakers' problem right now is simple. They can't shoot threes. Everyone knows the way to break zone defense is to make threes. The Lakers know that too. We've all seen it in the last few minutes alone. Caruso missed 2, Kuzma missed 1, Tucker missed 1. A D and LeBron each missed 1. 5 players, 6 attempts, 1 make. Any other team with that shooting would have fallen apart by now. It's only their defense that's keeping the gap at 20. So they need to fix the shooting. In today's small ball era, if you can't shoot from 3, it doesn't matter who you're playing against. Derek nods. Spot on. Marcus, what if Coach Vogel gets bold and uses our guy Kai? Could that help? Marcus says, that's really on Coach Vogel. I just hope he doesn't wait until garbage time like last game. Last game, Kai's explosion. You saw it yourself. So why not try him while the game is still salvageable? In the live comments, fans are chanting, put Kai in. Get Kai on the floor. The haters clap back. The starters and second unit can't figure it out, and you think a fringe player is going to save the day? You're so naive. I've been saying, send him back home. Stop embarrassing us. Looks like he's just going to sit that bench right through the floor. Impressive, honestly. Meanwhile, at the arena, the Lakers call another timeout. LeBron walks over to Coach Vogel. Coach, what if... Before he can finish, Vogel nods. Let's try him. Vogel is actually a coach who isn't afraid to take chances. He had already thought about putting me in, but he noticed LeBron talking to me first, so he held off, waiting for LeBron to bring it up himself. LeBron is the team's leader. If the call comes from him, the players buy in more completely. That strengthens LeBron's grip on the locker room. And Vogel knows, this way, LeBron also feels good about him. When you're dealing with a superstar like LeBron, whether they trust your decisions can make or break your season. Clearly, Vogel's emotional intelligence is on another level. He waves me over. Kai, I've been ready this whole time. I spring up like a coil releasing, jog over to Coach Vogel's side. He says, LeBron suggested we put you in. Don't let us down. My chest ignites. I nod hard. Count on it. And right then, that cold electronic voice cuts through. Game check-in successful. Congratulations. Beginner death grip card unlocked. I light up inside. A 45% three-point rate, and now the beginner death grip card. That means tonight I become a complete elite 3-and-D player. And that is exactly what the Lakers need most right now. With that in mind, I speak up. Coach, when I'm out there, let me guard Leonard. It's been Leonard's repeated drives that keep forcing the Lakers to collapse their defense. And that's what's been opening up all those Clippers threes. If someone can shut down Leonard's drives, the Clippers 3-point looks dry up. Coach Vogel looks surprised. As far as he knows, my athleticism is average. My lateral speed is nothing special. Defense has always been a weak spot. And now I'm volunteering to guard Leonard, the defensive machine. I hold his gaze and say it straight. Coach, give me 3 possessions. If I can't hold him, swap me out. What I'm not saying out loud, we've already cycled through almost everyone against Leonard and none of them worked. So why not let me try? But saying that out loud would cut deep. I can't say it directly. The coach has to figure that out himself. Vogel thinks for a moment, and he gets it. He nods. All right, 3 possessions. I nod back hard, fist clenched tight, eyes locked on Leonard across the court, a wolf fixing its gaze on a prize. The timeout ends. I step onto the court with the Lakers. The commentator can't help himself. The guy who hit 9 threes in 5 minutes last game is back on the floor. Can he do it again tonight? It's a Lakers home game, so Staples erupts in cheers, but not overwhelmingly so. The team is way down, and for a fringe player who's barely been here 2 weeks, most fans don't even know his name. In the live stream, the haters pounce the second they see me check in. Oh wow, they actually put him in. Here we go again with the embarrassment. The Lakers push the ball up. LeBron holds at the arc, surveying his options. His eyes sweep across his teammates and land on me. Kai. He calls my name and delivers the pass. I catch it. Zero hesitation. Bend the knees. Ball up. Rise. Left wrist snap. The ball arcs through the air like a rainbow, pure net. That clean, crisp sound of ball and net echoes through the speakers. The arena's live DJ immediately announces in a big stretched voice, 3-pointer Kai Wang! I close my eyes for just a second and let myself feel this moment. LeBron comes over to dap me up. Soak it in, bro. Caruso steps up too. You weren't lying yesterday. Coach Lou glances at my 3-pointer and shrugs it off. Just one make. The entire Clippers roster isn't worried either. They've done their homework. They know about last game, 9 threes in 5 minutes. But a performance like that, once in a lifetime luck. Like Matt Grady's 13 points points in 35 seconds. The Clippers know lightning doesn't strike the same way twice, so Coach Lue makes no adjustments. The Clippers come down. I line up directly across from Leonard, their franchise cornerstone. With my natural ability alone, there is no way I can stop a player as long and strong as Leonard, so I activate the beginner death grip card immediately. In the next instant, I feel something shift. My feet feel just a little quicker, my lateral movement sharper. Mad Dog Beverly dribbles across half court and hands off to Leonard. I lock in immediately, feet wide, planted right in Leonard's path. The commentator does a double take. Wait, this guy from the East is going to guard Leonard? Did I read that right? He's half a head shorter, and, outweighed by a lot, Leonard is going to eat him alive. What is Vogel thinking? In the live stream, the haters in the comments wake right up at the sight of it. Is he trying to get destroyed? He's going to guard the machine? No way. Gets lucky with 1-3 and now he thinks he can guard Leonard. With his height, Leonard can just ignore him, step back right over him, or just bully straight through. Either way, he's getting cooked. On the floor, Leonard doesn't go for the step back. That's not his game. His signature move is the mid-range pull-up. Drive halfway, then stop on a dime and rise. He puts the ball on the right side, looking to attack the right. I read the shoulder twitch, already know where he's going, and slide across fast, cutting off the lane. Leonard finds the path blocked. He pivots off his left foot and tries to swing left, but just as he turns and pulls the ball, the moment it hits the floor, a hand darts out and knocks it clean. Leonard loses it. I scoop up the steal. Instantly, a figure is already flying up the floor. I look up. LeBron. I sling it ahead with my left hand. LeBron catches it. 1 dribble, 3 strides, and boom! That signature thunderous tomahawk dunk detonates the arena. The cameras lock onto LeBron, replaying that dunk over and over, but barely anyone notices the steal and pass that set it up. But LeBron doesn't forget. He jogs back and slaps my hand. Let's go, bro. Nice. Leonard glances back at me. It looks casual, like he's not bothered, but stars always have pride. You just took one from me. I'm taking it back. Beverly knows this too. He pushes up the floor, already looking to feed Leonard, and he expects me to react late, so I switch to front defense, denying Leonard the ball completely. Beverly can't get it to him. He swings it to Pepper on the other side. Pepper forces it against a D and misses. Back the other way. The Lakers attack. The Clippers stay in zone defense. I'm moving constantly, settling into the left corner behind the arc. Playing alongside LeBron, everything becomes clear. As a shooter, all I have to do is stand behind the arc and the ball will find me. And it does. LeBron pump fakes a drive, compresses the defense, and swings it to the perimeter. Pepper comes flying at me. Now Pepper is a man with a long resume. Over 20 years of being on the wrong end of game winners. Beaten by LeBron. Beaten by Lillard, beaten by Wade, beaten by Booker, beaten by Butler, twice. The list of people who've hit big shots over him could circle the globe, but that's also proof of how good his defense is. He's almost always the one assigned to guard the other team's final shot. But right now, facing Pepper charging at me, I don't flinch. I fire with total conviction. Swish. 3-pointer. Pure net again. Down 20 a minute ago, now down 12. The arena erupts. The Clippers head coach immediately calls timeout. In the live stream, Derek lights up. 2 threes in under a minute. Is Kai about to repeat last game's miracle? Marcus stays measured. A miracle like that, once in a lifetime, is already lucky. It's very hard to happen twice. But if Kai can maintain even a solid shooting percentage, it would be a lifeline for the Lakers. During the timeout, Coach Lue points across the huddle at Mad Dog Beverly. Mad Dog, get back out there and shut him down. In American culture, being called a dog is not an insult. It means loyalty. And Mad Dog is no insult either. It means Beverly plays with near insane intensity and total devotion to his team. When it comes to the game, he is always hungry. Relentlessly hungry. So the nickname fits him perfectly. Beverly grins. Relax, coach. I'll handle him. The timeout ends. Play resumes. Leonard comes down on offense. I stay locked on him with the death grip. This time, Coach Lue can't just watch anymore. Leonard fights through a screen and finally gets the ball. But the moment it touches his hands, a ghost-like hand slaps it from behind. Crack! The ball hits the floor. Leonard dives after it. But I've already launched myself with a full-body dive. I spot a D flying up the floor. I flick it forward with my left hand and the ball chases after him. A D catches it and hammers it home. The arena goes ballistic again. The commentator loses it. Love that dunk from a D, but we can't keep ignoring Kai's defense. 3 straight possessions shutting down Leonard. Holding Leonard scoreless 3 times in a row is genuinely rare in this league. And clearly we all underestimated Kai's defense. Shooting is great, but defense is too. A pure 3-and-D player. Exactly what the Lakers need right now. With LeBron and A D, the role player's job is simple. Defend and shoot threes. And those 2 things are exactly what Kai brings right now. He and the Lakers' 2 stars are a perfect fit. The Lakers should seriously think about a guaranteed deal. Out on the floor, I catch those words through the speakers, and a quiet smile crosses my face. 3-and-D. That label. My ambitions go a lot further than that. The gap is already closing. The Lakers push up. LeBron advances the ball and pump fakes the drive again, compressing the defense and hunting for me. But the Clippers are ready this time. 4 players pack the paint in zone defense, while Beverly is assigned solely to me. He presses into me, using his body, talking nonstop. East boy, you hit 2 threes and now you think you're something? That's only because I wasn't on you. Let's see what you've got now. Oh, sorry. With me here, you can't even get the ball. I know exactly what Beverly does. Constant physical pressure, non-stop trash talk, trying to get inside my head. The moment I get emotional, he wins, so I stay cold. And I'm not just going to stand there and let him control me either. I actively work off a D's screen, because as a true 3-and-D player, you don't just stand behind the arc and wait for the ball. You move. You use screens to create your own separation. Then the ball finds you. And it works. I get open, and LeBron's pass arrives instantly. I catch it behind the arc. Beverly fights through the screen and lunges at me. He's not going to block this shot. He knows that. But as he flies at me, his right hand swings hard toward my face. Something tightens in me. I still release the shot. But the mental crack is there. The ball clanks off the rim. As for Beverly, his hand stops 2 inches from my face and snaps back. Not a single point of contact. My brow tightens. Beverly has always been like this, aggressive and unfiltered, so my instinct assumed he'd actually follow through. A slap to the face would be bad enough, but what if he pulled a green and went for the eyes? That would be rough. Looks like my mental game still has cracks. But you learn from it. I'm not falling for the same move twice. Meanwhile, in the live stream, the two commentators say, "There it is, the magic's gone." Right. But this is what a normal player's percentage looks like. Exactly. If every shot went in, that would just be terrifying. In the comments, the haters see me miss once and swarm right back out, finally showing his true colors. His luck is running out. He was only hitting shots before because nobody was putting real pressure on him. Now Beverly's in his face, and just like that, he falls apart. What a wreck of a body. Mad Dog barely bares his fangs, and before he even takes a bite, he collapses on his own. Get back out here. You are an embarrassment to every Chinese fan watching. But back on the court, after missing that shot, I do not waver for even a second. A 45% shooting rate does not mean every shot goes in. Back to business. I face Leonard again on defense. This time, he uses a screen from their center Zubac, finally shakes free of my coverage, and drains a mid-range jumper. The lead stretches back to 12. I inbound the ball, and as LeBron catches it, he looks at me and says, "Kai, you still got the nerve to shoot?" I flash a confident smile. Just pass me the ball. LeBron has no idea where my confidence comes from. My shot is clearly not as hot tonight as last game, but here I am, still locked in. Is it just yesterday's training? LeBron wonders as he dribbles up the court. I have already curled off AD screen to the left wing, 45 degrees behind the arc, my back to the basket. Beverly is right behind me, living up to the Mad Dog name, bulldozing through defenders to stay on me. LeBron fires the pass. I catch it with my back still to the hoop and immediately explode upward. Mid-air, I spin to face the basket, upper body leaning back, right foot slightly forward, holding my balance. Left arm rises, wrist snaps, release. This shot does not carry the usual clean arc. It is flat, fast, like a bullet. The ball rockets through the air and crashes through the net. Beverly had assumed I would at least turn around before jumping. He never expected me to spin in midair with my back to the basket. He never even gets a hand up. All he hears is the bang behind him, and then the arena DJ booms out, "3 points, Kai!" That strange Eastern name echoing through the building. Beverly slams his fist and mutters a curse. Then he gets right back in my face with the trash talk. "East boy, lucky shot. Next time you won't be so lucky." I just smile and tune him out completely. But deep down, Beverly is getting irritated. He has guarded plenty of stars. Usually, a little trash talk, some physical provocation, and they crack. Play sloppy, give the Clippers an edge. But this guy is different. Beverly has been at him this whole time, and he is not even slightly annoyed. Instead, he just smirks. It feels like a little brat pushing an adult's buttons, but the adult just smiles. Because in that adult's eyes, this is still just a brat. Say what you will about Beverly, his defensive instincts are elite, and so is his ability to read a situation. He dribbles back up the floor, scanning for Leonard. This time, that guy is not glued to Leonard. He is giving him a step, and his eyes keep drifting toward Pepper. Beverly figures I am worried about the pass to Pepper, so he relaxes and fires it to Leonard. But the moment he releases, I explode off my feet like a cheetah and tip the ball out of the air. The glance toward Pepper? Pure deception. A way to make Beverly think I was distracted. My eyes never leave Leonard. I secure the steal and push up the floor with my left hand, but already there is a shadow chasing me down. Mad Dog Beverly right on my heels, relentless. My right hand is hurt, so I am dribbling left-handed only, a step slower than usual. By half-court, Beverly has caught up. He is reaching from the side, stabbing at the ball, still jawing the whole time. "You are not getting another point off me." I glance to my side. Caruso has joined the break. This should be a clean 2-on-1, but under this pressure, a one-handed pass is too risky, so I make a decision. Fine, I am keeping it. I hit the brakes at the arc, gather, and rise. Beverly cannot react in time. He flies past me, 5 full meters out of the play. I lift my arm, snap my wrist, and release. The whole sequence is butter smooth. The ball leaves my fingertips, spinning backward toward the rim, and swish, nothing but net. The gap is down to 6. Close to 20,000 fans erupt like a tidal wave. I take it all in, pulse surging, and turn to look at Beverly. His brow is locked in a hard frown. He looks back at me, and for a moment, he genuinely does not know what to make of me. He has played against Asian players before. In his mind, they are not fast, not explosive, too passive to worry about. He has never taken them seriously. But this guy, every single 3 he hits feels like a blade through a defender's chest. At that moment, Coach Lou calls timeout immediately. Just over 2 minutes since the last one, and the lead has already shrunk from 12 to 6. This is the Lakers' home court. If they let this slip completely, momentum swings hard, and coming back from that would be nearly impossible. As the Clippers huddle up, Coach Lou points straight at me from across the court and says to Leonard, "You, guard him. Beverly feels a sting of disappointment. That guy had lit a fire in him. He was ready to go to war with number 1, and now the coach has already pulled the assignment. But honestly, fair enough. Under his coverage, that guy knocked down 2 more threes and racked up 2 steals. In just those 2 minutes, he got cooked. If he were the head coach, he would make the same call. Leonard glances over from a distance and says nothing. He just nods. That is Leonard, a man of few words, standing just over 2 meters tall, with a wingspan stretching to a terrifying 2 meters and 21 centimeters, and those massive hands that look like they belong to a different species altogether. When Leonard locks in on defense, it is a nightmare for whoever he is guarding. Any dribble and those long arms and giant hands can strip it clean. That is why they call it the death grip. Countless elite scorers have been shut down by Leonard. Even LeBron has been driven to frustration by him. So whenever a player is on fire, Leonard is the answer. On the Lakers side, Coach Vogel breaks down what comes next for his guys. We have knocked down a few threes, but that does not mean our whole offense is clicking. The truth is, only Kai's three-point shot is truly on fire right now, so they will keep running their 4-man zone, with one guy tracking Kai at all times. Which means, Kai, you cannot stop moving. I nod. I will use screens to get open. Coach Vogel adds, screens do not have to mean your own teammates. You can cut right through gaps in their zone and use their own defenders as the screen. My eyes light up, so I can use their own zone players to shake my shadow. Coach Vogel smiles and nods. Exactly. When their coverage breaks down, our chances open up. LeBron slaps me on the shoulder. Whether we flip this game is on you, Kai. Ad pats me on the back and says, lead us to the win. Meanwhile, Tucker sits on the bench with a heavy look. If I keep playing like this, his spot in the rotation is in danger. But he knows this is just how it works. You perform. You are the guy everyone wants. You do not. Nobody has time for you. Timeout ends. Clippers have the ball. I lock back onto Leonard with the death grip. But this time, Pepper steps up instead, converting a 2-pointer. Lead is back to 8. Lakers ball. Sure enough, the Clippers drop into their 4-man zone, and Leonard, standing alone outside it, locks his eyes on me, cutting off every chance I have to touch the ball. The commentator picks it up right away. Look at this. Leonard is now personally guarding Kai. For a player on a 10-day contract to draw Leonard as his primary defender, that alone is an honor. But can Kai still hit those threes under Leonard's coverage? Hard to say. Leonard is taller than Beverly, bigger than Beverly. Putting up shots over Leonard is a different challenge entirely. On the other side of the world, the live comments in the Chinese livestream come flooding back. The haters who had gone quiet are waking up again. Beverly was just too short. Now that Leonard is on him, this guy is toast. The death grip is no joke. If he drains 2 threes over Leonard, I will eat my words on stream. And sure enough, the guy who had already promised that twice before pops back up in the chat. Going 4 for 4, baby. The game resumes. Leonard, cold as a machine, fixes his eyes on me and shuts off every receiving option. Those long arms and giant hands wave in front of me like the branches of a tree, making it nearly impossible for me to get a clean catch. That is the terror of the death grip. I spin and dart into the paint. Leonard stays right on me. I cut into the Clippers zone, looping around their power forward. Then I burst out to the left corner behind the arc. Leonard is bigger than me. Threading through his own teammates is harder for him, and those teammates cannot just step aside to let him through, because that would collapse the entire zone. By the time I reach the arc, Leonard shoves past a teammate and charges out to meet me, but I already have the opening. Caruso's pass finds me. I go straight up. Leonard is still 3 meters away. Seeing me about to shoot, he leaps high, soaring toward me like a giant bird. And you have to admit, his size, his athleticism, his wingspan, this is elite level talent. Even from 3 meters out, a leap like that could completely blanket me, but I'm not falling for it. That was just a shot fake. I wait as Leonard sails over my head, and then I let it fly. Swish, 3, down to 5. The crowd roars again. The big screen cuts to me, and the DJ's voice rings out through the entire arena. 3 points, Kai! I turn back around. Clippers push. I stay locked on Leonard. He catches the ball, feels me right on him, and shoulder bumps me off a step, looking to force a mid-range jumper. But with the death grip card still boosting my reflexes, I recover in an instant and step right back in. Leonard has barely raised the ball. He has not left the ground yet. I wind up my left arm and send a clean, thunderous block straight down onto the ball. Caruso on the left is lightning quick, snatching it up immediately and pushing the pace, while I sprint ahead and head straight for the corner behind the arc at the other end. Pepper has caught up, cutting off Caruso's lane to the basket. Caruso spots me in the left corner and fires it out. I catch it and go up to shoot, but Beverly has caught up too, so I sell the fake. Beverly bites hard and flies right past me, but now Leonard has arrived too. Another shot fake. Leonard bites too and sails past, but if I shoot now, Beverly will recover in time to block it, so I take one big dribble step to the right, slip past Beverly's reaching hand, rise up, snap the wrist, release, swish, 3 more, the gap is down to 2, and the level of this play, you can hear it in the crowd. Unreal! He blocked Leonard, came back down the other end, and froze both Beverly and Leonard before drilling the 3. This is what it means to play both ends. This is exactly the 3-and-D player the Lakers need. At this point, I am starting to wonder, between Leonard and Kai, who is actually running the death grip. The arena's big screen keeps looping the entire sequence, defense to offense, over and over. The commentator keeps lighting up. Kai is absolutely the Lakers' biggest find this season. That play, both ends, It is a joy to watch. I genuinely do not understand how a player like this was buried for so long. The other commentator offers the honest answer. Because he is Asian. Some coaches simply would not give him a real shot. Neither commentator dwells on it. They move on quickly. Over in the Chinese live stream, the two hosts are buzzing. Derek says, Kai's shooting tonight is not quite as sharp as last game, but the way he is playing both ends shows exactly what he is worth. Marcus nods. That is right. If I am counting correctly, since Kai started guarding Leonard has not scored a single point. Look at that coverage. Always attached, always denying the catch. He may not match Leonard's height or his wingspan, but that level of intensity? That is death grip energy. The live comments flood in from fans. Wasn't someone just talking about Leonard destroying Kai? So what now? Right, where did all the haters go? Come out and show your face. Hey, are you still watching? After tonight you're going to have a lot to eat. But the haters have already gone quiet. That is how it always goes. When you are struggling, they bury you. When you are bawling, they crawl back into their shells. Back on the court, I guard Leonard again. This time, with help from his teammates, Leonard finally connects on an alley-oop dunk. Lead stretches to 4. My vertical is average, and I am 10 centimeters shorter than him. There is simply no stopping that one. Lakers come back down. I cut into the Clippers' paint again, weaving through their 4-man zone. Leonard is elite guarding the ball handler, but off-ball cutting like this is outside his comfort zone. Eventually, their interior defenders get tangled up trying to track me, and I burst out to the perimeter. Leonard got burned last time. This time, he comes sprinting with everything he has, but I use LeBron's body as a screen. LeBron delivers a handoff, and I catch it outside the arc and pull up immediately. Leonard fights through LeBron and stumbles into my side just as I shoot. My confidence is absolute. I release so fast the form is barely half set, but the ball is already gone. At the same moment, the whistle blows, and the ball I just launched is already dropping through the net. The referee signals, Leonard, foul. The 3 counts, and I get the free throw. I knock it in. The scoreboard reads 86-86, tied. The Lakers just erased a 20-point deficit in half a quarter. The pace of this comeback is terrifying, and everyone can see it all traces back to Kai's death grip shutting down the Clippers' main weapon, while his steals and a string of threes have blown this game wide open. The noise inside the building hits its absolute peak, close to 20,000 fans screaming without pause. For a moment, the Lakers' energy is at a fever pitch. I look up at Leonard, and just like every other moment in his career, he is completely expressionless, a man with no emotion, just a machine. Meanwhile, Coach Lou watches 20 points evaporate in an instant. He is rattled, but he does not call timeout. He burned 2 timeouts in the last 5 minutes. Use any more now and he will have nothing left for crunch time in the 4th. So he just shouts from the sideline, Leonard, George! Both of them turn to look at him. Coach Lou says nothing. He just stares at them. They both understand. Figure it out yourselves. That is Coach Lou's signature style. Back when he coached the Cavaliers, everything ran through LeBron. Everything. There was even one time when LeBron was completely gassed in the 4th quarter, nearly running on empty, and Coach Lou called back-to-back timeouts. Not to draw up a play, just to give LeBron a breather. Only he would pull a move like that. So now, facing this relentless defensive pressure and these threes, he is lost again. He turns to his 2 stars. But these 2 stars are built to carry the ball, not to engineer solutions out of a crisis. And right now, that gap shows. Out of options, he turns to Rondo. Rondo has been in this league long enough to have seen everything. He is a veteran through and through, with basketball IQ off the charts. Remember when he coached Cousins through that defensive play on the backdoor cut? That one play tells you everything about his IQ. Rondo is a coach on the floor, no question. Coach Lou catches him during a dead ball and says, whether we win tonight is entirely on you. Rondo takes it without hesitation. No big speech, just a nod, and he heads back out. In the minutes that follow, with Rondo orchestrating the offense, the Clippers find their rhythm again. On the Lakers side, my threes have cracked open their zone, and the 2 teams start trading buckets. The 3rd quarter ends with the score separated by just 2 points. During the break, almost every Laker comes over to give me dap. I feel a quiet rush of emotion. 2 years drifting through this league. Had I ever known something like this? Those same kind of players would not even look at me before. But now, just 2 games in, and nearly the entire team is coming to me. How could I not feel something? I glance over at the Clippers bench. My eyes settle on Leonard. I want that day to come, when the death grip is no longer a boost from the system, but something truly mine. Soon enough, the 4th quarter begins. The Lakers rest LeBron. I sit too. 8 minutes may not sound like much, but the physical cost is enormous. On defense, running the death grip against a machine like Leonard. On offense, constant movement, cutting off screens, pulling up for threes. Even iron would bend under that kind of strain. So Coach Vogel keeps me out for now. And there is another reason. Coach Vogel has a plan. Based on these 2 games, it is clear I have shown I am a high-level 3-and-D player. That kind of player works best alongside LeBron. So he is waiting for LeBron to come back before sending me back out. Without LeBron, AD carries the 2nd unit. But the Clippers have Rondo running the show, and their offense flows. The Lakers bench, meanwhile, stays cold. With 8 minutes left in the 4th, the Clippers slowly push the lead out to 9. Then the worst possible thing happens. After a block attempt, AD suddenly grabs his hip and starts limping. Every heart in the building drops. The arena goes dead silent. The team trainer rushes out and works on him. A moment later, they help AD off the court toward the locker room. Word comes back quickly. AD is done for the night. LeBron's expression tightens. He walks to Coach Vogel with steel in his voice. Coach, I am going in. By the rotation, this is supposed to be his rest time, but he cannot sit anymore. This may only be a regular season postseason game, but these two teams are crosstown rivals, and the Clippers are the Lakers' biggest threat in the Western playoffs. He has to win this one. With AD out, LeBron steps up and demands to play. Coach Vogel weighs it and nods, then his eyes shift to me. Kai, time to show up. Kai has been the sharpest shooter this game, so LeBron coming back means Kai comes with him. Coach Vogel also turns to Drummond. Protect the glass, especially on the offensive end. Drummond nods. Since joining the Lakers, he has been inconsistent, only rarely living up to his potential, and he is desperate to prove himself. Normally, he and LeBron do not fit. LeBron's game requires spacing from all 5 players on the floor, and Drummond has no range whatsoever. He cannot stretch the floor. But tonight is different. My shooting can be trusted from deep. If they pack the paint, I punish them from outside, and if they close out, LeBron gets room to attack. Within moments, all 3 of them check in. The 5 Lakers on the floor are now LeBron, Drummond, Caruso, Pope, and me. Outside of Drummond's lateral quickness, this lineup has almost no defensive weakness. Play resumes. Lakers on offense. I keep moving without the ball, hunting for a window. My new matchup is Pepper. They call him the best human screen in the league, but that only proves how serious his defense is. You do not guard the other team's most dangerous player in crunch time unless you have the tools for it. Drummond is a big body. His screens are solid. I curl off him and briefly shake Pepper. LeBron's court vision is elite. The moment he sees me open, the pass is already on its way. I catch it at the left wing, 45 degrees, and without any hesitation, I pull up and shoot. Bank 3. Good. Down to 6. Play goes on. I get back on Leonard with a death grip. On the other end, LeBron locks in hard on Pepper. LeBron is not as young as he once was, and he cannot carry full game lockdown duty. But in the moments that matter, on the key possessions, the defensive pressure he brings is still frightening. Caruso harasses Rondo. Rondo breaks through and looks to distribute. Pepper is locked down. Leonard is tangled up. He kicks it to Beverly on the opposite side. Beverly looks to shoot, but Pope closes out hard and Beverly holds back, reverting the ball to Rondo. Rondo tries to reset, but every option is covered. With the shot clock dying, he heaves a desperate 3. It clanks off the iron. Lakers come down. LeBron grabs the board and immediately pushes it ahead to Pope, slipping into a fast break. Pope throws it down to 4. Over the next minute plus, the Lakers' suffocating defense holds the Clippers scoreless, while the Lakers push 2 fast break opportunities, plus LeBron's free throws and 1 more 3 from me, to erase the lead entirely. The Clippers are stonewalled. The energy in the building surges to another peak. As LeBron comes off, he gives me a thunderous high five. Over in the Chinese livestream, most of the haters have vanished from the live comments. The guy who kept promising to eat his words is long gone. A few stubborn haters still cling on with increasingly weak takes. That left-hand shooting form is so awkward. He is just a stat patter. The NBA is about personality and flair. How does this guy still have such a plain haircut? Boring. Back inside Staples Center, after the timeout, the Clippers have the ball. I am back on Leonard. The death grip card has expired now, so I have made my decision. Go all out. Every time Leonard tries to receive, I get in front and deny the catch, mixing in constant physical contact. Yes, I am outmatched physically, but keep making it a grind, and I can drain Leonard's energy over time. Whenever Leonard does get the ball, I attack every pass and dribble, making every catch and every handle uncomfortable. Discomfort kills rhythm, and when rhythm breaks down, shooting percentages follow. Sure enough, over the next few minutes, Leonard goes 1 for 4 on mid-range shots and 0 for 1 from 3. Pepper is not doing any better, hitting 1 of 3 with LeBron on him. The Lakers are also running low on gas, so their own shooting cools. But even through the fatigue, I managed 2 of 4 from 3 in this stretch. With both sides wearing down, the Lakers have pulled ahead by 5. Then the Clippers shooters catch fire. Back-to-back threes. Even Rondo drains 1. And just like that, the tension holds all the way to the final 20 to 8 seconds. 115 to 117. Clippers up 2, Lakers ball. Whether you are inside the arena watching on TV or glued to your phone, your heart is pounding, palms sweating. Nearly every fan inside the building is on their feet, many with their hands clasped to their chests, heads down, silently praying. The big screen keeps cutting between LeBron and me. This possession is everything. LeBron is the alpha, the brain, the engine of this offense. Of course the ball runs through him, but my three-point shooting tonight has been terrifying. 8 of 12 from 3. Running it through me does not seem like a bad option either. So what is the call? The atmosphere is suffocating. Even the cheerleaders during the timeout cannot pull anyone's attention away. Even some of the Lakers players are feeling it. The guys on the bench are squeezing their hands together, silently praying inside. Caruso keeps wiping his face with a towel. Drummond gulps down water in big mouthfuls. But me? I am not nervous at all. My eyes are lit up, blood running hot. My body is drained, yes, but right now, with this fire burning inside me, I cannot feel a single ounce of fatigue. To be part of a moment like this, my only feeling is pure exhilaration. This is just who I am. The higher the stakes, the more alive I feel. I love competition. I crave it. Always have, from the day I was born. Coach Vogel notices it too. He is genuinely surprised. He rarely sees a player who gets more energized as the moment gets bigger. But that kind of player, when it matters most, always shows up. He cannot help but ask, Kai, if we put this shot in your hands, how do you feel about that? The Lakers on the bench hear this and pause for a moment. Sure, Kai has been outstanding tonight, but handing the game-winning shot to a player on a 10-day contract? Can he handle that? Because the closer you get to the final buzzer, the heavier the pressure gets. Under that kind of weight, will his stroke stay clean? And honestly, it is not just short contract players. Plenty of starters around the league go into hiding when the game is on the line. That is why those moments belong to the stars. So for Coach Vogel to ask this right now catches everyone off guard. But I do not even pause. Without missing a beat, I say, I feel great. A few guys look even more stunned. Where does a player on a 10-day contract get that kind of confidence? I cannot exactly explain that pressure makes me sharper. So I just say, look, I am just a guy on a 10-day deal. I hit it. People say I am cool. Everyone loves me. I miss it. All the blame goes to whoever passed me the ball. Why would you give a shot that big to a guy on a 10-day deal? So the pressure is on you guys, not me. The whole group goes quiet. Then almost everyone bursts out laughing. In a moment this tense, that line cuts right through it. But LeBron gets serious. Kai, do not move off the corner. Stay planted at the left corner behind the arc. I drive hard into the paint. The Clippers are going to assume there is no way I pass you the ball in a moment like this, so they will collapse inside. That is when I find you. I nod, fired up. Just one word. Good. But everyone around me can hear what that one word carries. The hunger for this fight. Back on the floor, the Lakers inbound. LeBron brings it up the court. Down just two, a two can tie it, or they can go for the lead with a three. Following LeBron's call, I stay locked in the corner. No cutting, no movement. Coach Lou sees this from the sideline and breathes a little easier, just as he figured. Coach Vogel is not giving the last shot to a 10-day guy. Or maybe that 10-day guy cannot handle the pressure, too frozen to even move. Either way, he is standing still. With that thought, Coach Lou shouts to Pepper, who is guarding me, help inside, protect the paint. LeBron has been cold from 3 tonight. Coach Lou knows LeBron. He's going to attack the basket 100%. Pepper nods. He has been on the wrong end of a LeBron game winner before. Not again. Not this time. The man covering LeBron is Leonard, the machine. LeBron cuts hard off a change of direction, gains half a step on Leonard, and uses his body to muscle Leonard aside as he attacks the paint. 2 defenders are already waiting in the lane, but Pepper cannot trust that alone. He crashes in to help. The moment Pepper commits toward LeBron, LeBron threads a pinpoint pass right over Pepper's shoulder and sends it flying to me. Pepper's stomach drops. He spins and lunges toward me. But it is too late. By the time I catch it, Pepper is 4 full meters away. I catch and shoot, no hesitation. The ball arcs high through the air, dropping toward the basket. Every eye in the building locks onto that orange ball. The Clippers players and fans all feel it. My 3-point shooting tonight has been too dangerous. In this final moment, on this final shot, their hearts are in their throats. In front of nearly 20,000 people, the ball finally falls toward the rim and hits with a hard thud. It rattles off the front of the rim and bounces high. Close to 20,000 fans let out a collective groan. The Clippers players, coach, and fans all exhale. So the Lakers #1 could not deliver when it mattered most. At the biggest moment, he could not put it through. Maybe the most important shot of the night, and he came up short. Every Lakers fan in the building is fuming. Why would you ever pass it to a guy on a 10-day contract? The on-court commentator fires off words at full speed. Oh no, why did LeBron pass it to Kai? No question, Kai has been incredible tonight, but he has never played a single second of crunch time in his entire career. He simply cannot handle pressure this big. This is a terrible decision by LeBron. Will LeBron regret this? In the Chinese live stream, both hosts feel the sting. Derek says, Kai's 3 does not fall. What a shame. Marcus shakes his head. If that shot goes in, it proves Kai is a player with ice in his veins. That would mean everything for his chances of landing a guaranteed contract. But the live comments have gone silent. Because after that ball rattles out, the game is not over. In this breathless moment, even the haters have no energy to pile on. On the court, after the ball bounces high, 4 Clippers converge in the paint, ready to grab the rebound. Every Laker except LeBron is camped outside the arc, with no chance to get there in time. Then, Rondo secures the rebound and prepares to push it up the floor. But before he can even bring it down, a pair of hands shoots in from the side, wraps around the ball, and with one violent yank, rips it clean out of Rondo's grip. A pure wrestling match for the ball, and the man who wins it is none other than Caruso, the one and only king of Los Angeles. Everything shifts in an instant. All 4 Clippers collapse on him. Caruso is completely swarmed. He spots me still standing in the left corner. No time to think. He leaps out toward the baseline, stretching out one big step to create just enough space to pass, and while he is still in the air, he throws it my way. The moment the fans see Caruso passing to me again, almost every single one of them is screaming inside, "No, no, no!" The commentator is rushing again. Caruso with the steal, and he throws it back to Kai. He just missed one. Surely he is not shooting again. Who does he pass to? LeBron is open on the wing. There is still time. Kai should reset and find LeBron. But I am not thinking about any of that. I have a wide open look, and if I do not shoot it, that is a wasted gift. Pressure? That is a joke to me. For someone who lives for competition, pressure does not even exist. Pepper closes out on me again. But the moment I catch it, there is not a single drop of hesitation. My eyes are locked in. I bend my knees, rise onto my toes, leave the ground, raise my arm, load up, snap the wrist, and release. Every motion flows into the next, seamless and smooth. Pepper's close out is lightning fast this time, but the distance is too great. All he can do is watch the ball sail past his fingertips. Every heart in the building stops. Even the commentator keeps repeating, "No, no, no." The ball glides silently through the air. Staples Center falls completely still. Every single person holds their breath. Every single eye is locked on that ball, following it as it arcs through the air. And then, the soft, clean swish of ball meeting net. The net ripples like a white wave. 3 points. Staples Center detonates, like a volcano erupting. On the other side of the world, inside the Chinese livestream, Derek slams his fist down and shouts, "Let's go, let's go!" Marcus, overwhelmed, pushes his glasses up with shaking hands. Oh my goodness, Kai just went for it again. At a moment like that, ice cold, a true clutch performer. In the live comments, all the haters who were ready to unload fall completely silent, like they suddenly lost their voices. The chat floods with "let's go" and "unreal" from wall to wall. But back on the floor inside the arena, the 5 Lakers on the court have no time to celebrate. The Clippers, having burned all their timeouts earlier, have none left. The Lakers sprint back on defense. The Clippers' last possession goes to Leonard. Once again, it is me on him. I lock in. Coach Vogel signals from the sideline. "You can foul intentionally." I nod. The clock is down to 13 seconds. Just as Leonard begins to move, I reach out and grab Leonard's jersey. Since the Lakers are still under the team foul limit, there is no free throw. The ball comes back in. Pepper catches it. I smother Leonard, denying him every chance to receive the ball. Pepper looks his way multiple times, but Leonard cannot get clean position, and remembering that I have already stolen the ball from Leonard twice tonight, Pepper cannot bring himself to force it. Instead, he pulls up on the wing and takes a contested shot against LeBron. The ball thuds hard off the backboard. The red light on the shot clock flashes. The buzzer sounds. Game over. 118 to 117. Lakers win by 1. The crowd erupts again. Every Laker throws their arms in the air. Caruso gets to me first, wrapping me up and yelling, "Kai, we did it. That shot, man, your 3 saved us." LeBron and the rest of the guys all make their way over. "Kai, this is your moment," LeBron says. "Take it all in." He speaks from experience, passing on what he knows. Tucker, Harrell, and the rest each give me dap. "Kai, you are the real deal. Unreal, brother." The Lakers gather and soak in the victory they fought so hard to earn. After a moment, the energy settles. The Clippers come over and exchange embraces with the Lakers. Leonard hugs LeBron first, then walks over to me. He is not a man of many words. Just one line. "You earned my respect." I say even less. "Same." Leonard turns and heads down the tunnel. But in that brief hug, I could feel the fire burning inside him. That competitive hunger. Every great player is like that. The stronger the opponent, the fiercer that fire burns. Pepper hugs LeBron, then comes to me. "After tonight, I know your name. I am looking forward to the next one." I nod. "Me too." After they all head off, a staff member calls out to stop me. With an apologetic look, he says, "Sorry, Kai, you cannot leave just yet. There is one more interview. A reporter from your home country." A post-game interview is an honor for most players, but a hassle for the stars. The fact that this staff member looks so apologetic tells me that in their eyes, my standing has already risen by a level. Hearing that it is a reporter from China, I nod right away. "Send her over." This far from home, the chance to speak with someone from my own country is always welcome. The staff member nods with relief. "Of course, I will bring her right over." Moments later, a beautiful reporter walks up with a camera operator. I turn to look. Long hair, a fitted white dress, every curve on full display. I recognize her immediately. Lena. When I first arrived in the NBA, she was one of the first reporters to interview me. Chinese fans who follow the NBA closely will know her face. She is usually courtside after games conducting post-game interviews with players, but her profile in the NBA media world is nowhere near the level of the big names at the top networks. So under normal circumstances, she never gets access to the marquee players, mostly role players. "Hey Kai, good to see you again." She opens warmly. This is not our first time. And hearing Mandarin this far from home is rare enough that it instantly feels familiar. I smile back. "Good to see you," Lena continues. "Congratulations on an incredible performance tonight. You hit the clutch shot." I nod. "Thank you." Lena goes on. "Tonight, in just 15 minutes on the floor, you went 9 of 13 from 3 and scored 28 points, with 2 steals, 2 assists, and 1 block. With a performance like that, how do you feel right now?" I put on a thoughtful expression, like I am carefully choosing my words. Lena does not rush me. She knows every NBA player goes through media training. They all learn what to say and what to hold back. After a moment, I appear to have figured it out. I take a breath and say, "Amazing." Lena blinks, then completely loses it laughing. All that build-up, all that dramatic pausing, and that is the one word he lands on. The camera operator cannot hold it together either. The shot starts gently wobbling. After a moment, Lena pulls herself together and asks, "So what drove you to perform at that level tonight?" This time I do not need any time to think. I just say it, so I could get interviewed by you after the game. Lena breaks into a full smile. "You are hilarious." Then she asks, "Last question. You have a lot of fans back home cheering for you. Is there anything you want to say to them?" I nod. "To everyone who has had my back, I will not let you down. And to the haters, go ahead and talk. If I ever waste my energy on you, that is on me." Lena is caught off guard. I come across as pretty laid back, so hearing me come out, this directly surprises her. But thinking about it, the past 2 years of struggling in the league meant a lot of fans back home tuned me out. Understandable. The haters were relentless. Said I could not play. I took it. But a lot of them went personal. Went after people close to me. If you think I did not feel anything, you would be wrong. Tonight, after a performance like this, it feels like I can finally breathe again. And saying this right now is my answer to every single one of them. Once Lena works through that, she smiles and says, "Kai, thank you so much for this. I hope you bring it again next game." I nod. Looking forward to next time. I say goodbye to Lena and walk toward the tunnel, and then I stop. LeBron is standing right there, waiting at the entrance. Usually when a role player has a standout night, LeBron or A D will wait at the tunnel entrance after the game to greet him. Tonight, after everything I did and that near game winner, I have earned this. LeBron puts his hand on my shoulder. "Brother, come to the press conference with me. I told you the good times were coming." I laugh. "Thank you." After a shower in the locker room, I follow LeBron to the press conference. My first one ever. Every question the reporters throw at me, I handle. My answers are airtight, not a single crack, and I slip in a joke or two that gets the room laughing. Meanwhile, inside Staples Center at the merchandise shop, A blonde kid, maybe 10 years old, comes sprinting in. He holds up a $10 bill and says to the clerk, "I want a Lakers #1 jersey." The clerk shakes his head. "Sorry, we do not have a #1 jersey." The kid looks confused. "What do you mean?" "The guy who hit that shot tonight, Kai. His jersey." The clerk shakes his head again and smiles gently. "I am really sorry. He is on a short-term contract right now. We do not carry jerseys for players on 10-day deals. Those contracts are not guaranteed. He could be cut after tonight. And even if he is not, he is only here for 10 days. After that, he could land anywhere or nowhere. We just cannot print jerseys for that." The kid gets flustered. "But I want Kai's jersey." The clerk shrugs. "I am sorry. If you can leave us a contact number, we will reach out the moment we have it." While they are still talking, the boy's parents walk in. They hear the situation and leave their number. Before walking out, the boy turns back to the clerk one more time. "If Kai's jersey comes in, please call me right away. I really want it." Meanwhile, fans are already posting on social media. "They really do not have Kai's jersey? Unbelievable. I heard it is because he is on a 10-day deal. Come on, Lakers, sign this man already. Pelinka, do something. I know none of this is happening. As for the guaranteed contract, I am not worried. These 2 games have proven my value. A true 3-and-D player is always in demand in this league. Even if the Lakers hold off, I am confident other teams will be lining up to offer one. And more than that, the Lakers are in desperate need of exactly this kind of 3-and-D player. Pelinka will move. I am sure of it. That night, I go back to Caruso's place and fall asleep early. But on the other side of the world, the Chinese internet has completely exploded over that shot. Every NBA outlet you can find is running my name. Tencent Sports NBA section, breaking news, Kai drops 28 in 15 minutes. The first ever clutch moment for a Chinese player in the NBA. Hoopu Basketball Forum, move over, King LeBron. A new name is rising. Pelinka, what are you waiting for? Stories and posts spread like wildfire across the internet. No question, a lot of it is exaggerated. But that is just how the media works back home. When you are struggling, they bury you in the ground. When you are thriving, they put you in the sky. As a Chinese player in the NBA, you have to be ready to be lifted up, but equally ready to be dragged back down. Legendary Chinese basketball commentator Yang posts just 2 words on social media. So satisfying. 2 words. What do they mean? The answer speaks for itself. For fans back in China, since Yao Ming walked away from the game, they have been waiting for the next Chinese player to truly establish themselves in the NBA. I got there, but spent the first 2 years bouncing between rosters, picking up garbage time minutes where I could. Nothing to show for it. But tonight, I scored 28 and hit the game winner. For Chinese fans, that releases more than a decade of frustration that had been building up. At the same time, the news of the Clutch 3 is trending on Weibo at number 8. Even people who barely follow basketball search it when they see a Chinese player finally making a statement in the NBA. My highlight reel, 28 points in 15 minutes, spreads across every short video platform out there. I have no idea any of this is happening. The next morning at 5:30, I have just woken up when the cold electronic voice sounds in my mind. Complete lateral slide drills reward lateral speed increased by 20%. When I hear that, I am completely wide awake. A 20% boost to my lateral quickness would push me into the upper tier of this league instantly. My defensive game would jump to another level entirely. Looks like I really am becoming a true 3-and-D player. I cannot sit still with this energy. I head straight to the training facility. The security guard woken up by me does not complain for even a second. He lights up instead. "Kai, in again this early? I watched that clutch shot last night. Unbelievable. When can I get an autograph?" This man is a lifelong Lakers fan. He has spent most of his life working around this team. Anytime, I tell him. He grins. "Perfect. I will come find you in a bit. But seriously, you are one of the most dedicated players I have ever seen. In all my years here, only one other person matched this kind of work ethic. You know who?" I answer without even thinking. "Kobe Bryant. In the NBA, Kobe's work ethic is legendary." The security guard laughs and nods. "Keep going, brother. I hope one day I get to watch the next Black Mamba." I just smile and say nothing. Becoming the next Black Mamba would be an honor, but I do not want to be the next anybody. I only want to be the first me, one of a kind. I walk in, drop my jacket, get into position, and start grinding through the lateral slides. By 9 in the morning, the rest of the Lakers begin filtering in. I have already finished 1,000 lateral slide reps. When the system signals completion, my entire body feels like it is shutting down, completely drained. I drag myself to a bench and breathe hard. After a while, I look up and find Pelinka standing beside me. "Kai, I need to talk with you. Follow me." Hearing that, I already have a pretty good idea of what this is about. I follow him to his office. Pelinka points to the couch. "Sit." He pours me a glass of water. Most general managers are masters of reading the room, saying what people want to hear in every situation. But Pelinka is different. He prefers to get straight to it. Once I finish the water, he says plainly, "Kai, I am not offering you a guaranteed contract right now. I am caught off guard. After a performance like that, Pelinka is not signing me, and the 3-and-D ability I showed over these 2 games is exactly what the Lakers need most. By any logic, Pelinka should be locking me in right now." I say nothing and wait for him to explain. He continues, "Your performance has earned the team's respect. Enough for a guaranteed deal worth over $2 million, but I believe you are worth more than that. So I am not offering you the $2 million deal right now. The way our cap situation looks, we can go up to $5 million. But $5 million requires you to keep proving yourself. So I I want to see a few more games. If, before this 10-day deal is up, you continue to perform at the level we are expecting, I will offer you that $5 million guaranteed contract. I breathe out. So that is what this is. Pelinka is not holding back because he doubts me. He is holding back because he wants to see a few more games to find out whether I can earn the higher $5 million number. I nod. Understood. Pelinka keeps going. And of course, even if you fall short of $5 million, I will still give you a guaranteed deal. Just the $2 million one. That shot you hit last night alone is worth every cent of it. I cannot help but smile. Thank you. Honestly, Pelinka is a solid guy. After the team's morning session, I go out with the guys for lunch. When I come back, the security guard is standing there with a Lakers jersey and a marker. I sign it with a smile. He is thrilled. Kai, keep working hard. Once you are a superstar, I am putting this jersey up for sale online. Should fetch a good price. I just stare at him. He bursts out laughing. I am kidding. There is no way I am ever selling a Lakers jersey. Time moves fast. The next evening at 9, it is game day again. Tonight's opponent is the Phoenix Suns. The Suns eliminated the Lakers last year, making them the first defending champions to go out in the first round. A humiliating record. The whole Lakers team has been waiting for revenge. Especially LeBron. After last year's exit, he took shots from everywhere. From NBA legends all the way down to every fan online. This is just a regular season game, but LeBron cannot afford to lose. Before the opening tip, the Chinese NBA live streams are already buzzing. You think Kai lights it up from 3 again tonight? Could happen. I hope so. It has been a long time since China had someone who could really play at this level. Of course, the haters are out in force too. 3 straight games? Come on. You think he is Steph or something? Word is AD is out tonight with the injury. That makes the Suns' defensive job a lot easier. Their attention gets spread across fewer threats now. For Kai to still go off in that situation, that would actually be impressive. Exactly. The first 2 games were like Jeremy Lin all over again. Other teams had no tape on him. Now he has gone off twice. The Suns have had time to study him. If he still drops a big game after that, the Suns front office should pack it up. If he goes off again, I will eat my words live on stream. The moment that comment hits, someone fires back immediately. Get out of here. You still owe us from the last 2 games. Now you are coming back for more? For this game, the Chinese livestream has Kevin hosting, with legendary commentator Yang as the guest analyst, and Mia back as co-host. Kevin kicks things off. Yang, the game has not even started yet. Can you give us your prediction for tonight's game? Yang asks. You're just waiting to see me eat my words. But predictions, they're never 100%. AD is out tonight. CP is playing through an injury. History has a funny way of repeating itself. As for how this game goes, Phoenix has CP. They have Book. The Lakers can't rely on LeBron alone. Someone else has to step up. Otherwise, this game's going nowhere. Cole follows up immediately. So who do you think that someone is? Yang doesn't hesitate. The Lakers' three-point shooting has been a problem since last season, and it's carried right into this one. Pope is hit or miss. Caruso and Cuz chip in every now and then. But calling their three-point game a reliable weapon? That's a stretch. Schroeder from deep isn't dependable either. So the 2 names to watch are Schroeder driving to the basket and Kai. But Kai's got his own challenge tonight. He's exploded 2 games in a row. Phoenix has absolutely done their homework on him. For him to go off again tonight, it's not looking likely. 9:30, tip-off. This is the final game of the Lakers' 5-game homestand. Fans pour into their seats early. And tonight, Hollywood legend Jack Nicholson is in the building. He starred in The Shining and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, took home the Oscar for Best Actor, and is arguably the most famous Lakers fan alive. He shows up to nearly every game of the season. Tonight, he's back in his usual spot. Front row, seat 124, his personal courtside seat. A seat he's held for years. Close enough to the action, and close enough to let the refs hear exactly what he thinks. Right now, though, his eyes are fixed on me. Number 1. He's followed the Lakers for over 50 years. He's seen every rise, every fall. This season, LeBron's age is catching up to him, down to just 20.1 per game. AD keeps getting hurt. The Lakers' standing is nowhere near where it should be. Looks like another down era. But then came those last 2 games, and suddenly, Jack sees a flicker of hope. Every bit of it brought by this one guy from the East. The Lakers' struggles this season, injuries, and LeBron's decline are the obvious reasons, sure. But the real killer has been their three-point shooting. Fix the three-point problem, and this team is worth believing in again. And now, this kid from the East might just be the answer beyond the arc. Of course, these are just Jack's own thoughts. Whether Kai can actually carry that weight, that still needs more time to prove. The game tips off. The Lakers start LeBron, Schroeder, Beast, Pope, and Caruso. Phoenix's starting lineup is mostly unchanged. Right out of the gate, LeBron feeds Schroeder and lets him attack first. If Schroeder can get going, the defensive attention on LeBron drops significantly. Schroeder drives and scores 2. LeBron follows with a 3. 5-0. Strong start. But then everything flips. Book drills back-to-back threes. CP hits a mid-range, and just like last year's first-round series, Phoenix drops into his own defense. To crack a zone, you need threes or fast breaks. Neither is happening for the Lakers. 2 straight possessions, no fast break. And from deep, outside of LeBron's opening 3, the other starters go 0 for 3 beyond the arc. Bricks everywhere. Meanwhile, Book is already going nuclear in the first quarter. 4 threes in 5 minutes. 4 for 4 from deep. 4 minutes in, and it's 5-14. The Lakers call timeout fast. Back in the live stream, Mia is literally stomping her feet. Not just a figure of speech, she is actually stomping. When the camera cuts away, she's frowning hard, mouthing silently, "What is this?" Cole shakes his head over and over. History really does repeat itself. Are we really watching Game 6 all over again? Yang shakes his head too. Last year's Game 6 first quarter, Book went 6 for 6 from 3, dropped 22 points. Tonight, 4 minutes in, already already 4 for 4 from 3, 12 points. One man torching the entire Lakers squad. The scoring explosion is unreal. The way this game is trending, it's heading exactly where we've seen it before. Cole says, now it comes down to how Coach Vogel adjusts. Does he bring Kai in? Yang thinks for a moment. He shakes his head. Not yet. Kai should get into the rotation tonight, but not this early. And that's exactly what happens. Out of the timeout, I don't come in. Coach Vogel sends Pope to chase Book and gets others to help with the double team. But the offensive problems don't go away. Phoenix stays in zone, forcing the Lakers into threes they cannot make. LeBron has no choice but to attack the basket earlier than planned. But when the paint is packed, even his drives lose their edge. He's not the same guy he used to be. Back in the day, he'd fly over anyone and throw it down at the rim. Now it's mostly a tough layup or a step-back jumper after contact. He still scores twice, but Book is simply on fire. Even with Pope on him and the double team rotating over, Book just pulls up and buries 2 more impossible threes. 6 for 6 beyond the arc. Add in a layup, he's already at 20 points. He is genuinely on pace to replicate his Game 6 performance. Half a quarter in, the Lakers are down 15%. Vogel burns another timeout. If they fall behind 20, coming back gets really ugly. The Lakers head to the huddle, every face tight and grim. LeBron most of all. He's back in Game 6 again in his head. His memory is something else entirely. It gives him an edge like few others have. He can recall every play the opponent runs, every hand signal, every coded gesture, what it means and when they use it. But that same gift haunts him. He can never forget his worst moments on the court. Those memories play back again and again, every detail pulling him right back to that moment. The second timeout in 6 minutes, down 15. The crowd at Staples Center is not what it was at tip-off. Everyone in the building is thinking about Game 6. Book went 6 for 6 that night too, and the Lakers collapsed fast. Nobody wants to watch that again. This is the Lakers. 17 championships. A fan base that doesn't do patience. They won't cheer just because you're struggling. They'll let you hear about it. Vogel, what are you doing? This is embarrassing. I paid good money to sit here and watch you guys play like this? Come on. But there are calmer voices too. The only way out is threes. But these guys shoot worse from 3 than Shaq at the free throw line. Then someone brings up my name. Kai has gone off from 3 2 games straight. If Vogel doesn't put him in right now, what's he waiting for? One voice sets off a wave. Kai! Kai in! Kai in! More and more fans pick it up. Vogel glances over at me. His original plan was to give me a few minutes near the end of the second quarter. You can't throw a guy into the regular rotation just because he had 2 good games. It has to be gradual. But the rotation hasn't even come in yet, and the game is already slipping away. He has to move early. Kai, you're in. Sub out Schroeder. Schroeder takes the news with a quiet nod and walks to the bench without a word. The switch is deliberate. Schroeder is just too short. Book can shoot over him whenever he wants. With me in, the defense on Book tightens, and Vogel is hoping I can also give them something from deep. The moment my foot hits the hardwood, just like the last 2 games, that cold digital chime sounds. Check-in confirmed. Beginner shot block card received. I don't read the details. I don't activate it yet. The Lakers have the ball. No need for a block right now. As I step onto the court, I find myself matched up against Devin Booker. My pulse starts running hot. My eyes light up with pure excitement. Book once dropped 70%. He's gone for 50 plus in back-to-back games. His scoring ability is off the charts. Facing someone like him, it doesn't scare me. It fires me up. Our eyes meet. He sees it. The challenge in my eyes. He already knows what I did the last 2 games. First possession, Phoenix stays in zone. They know I can shoot, but 2 good games doesn't make me a proven threat yet. So they don't rush to guard me tight. They want to see if tonight is the real thing. I drift to the arc, catch LeBron's pass without any pressure, and without a moment's hesitation. Left hand, clean release, swish, swift and clean. 3 points. The gap is down to 12. The crowd finally erupts. Book sees it and immediately calls for the ball. He's a star. He has to answer. And right now, his 3-point touch is scorching. I can already read his mind. So I immediately activate the card. Beginner shot block card activated. 50% block success rate active for 10 minutes. Book faces me. He doesn't even bother to create space. He's taller. He doesn't need to. He pulls up right in my face for a step back 3. As a former 3-point contest champion, he has every right to feel that way. Calling it from the home side is rooting for the Lakers naturally. Watching Book rise up, he winces. Oh no, Book is pulling up. But before he finishes the sentence, I'm already in the air. My left fingertips find the ball. The trajectory shifts. The ball floats 2 meters and dies. The commentator's sentence completely changes direction. The block. Kai blocks it. He got Book. That is too cool. Caruso scoops it up and pushes the fast break immediately. Kuz has already leaked out ahead. Easy slam. The deficit is down to 10. The crowd goes wild. Book shoots me a look. Fire in his eyes. CP brings it up and crosses half court. He knows exactly what Book is feeling. Some nobody in a Laker jersey just swatted him. He needs to get that back. CP, the veteran that he is, understands exactly why letting Book respond matters right now. He passes to Book and waves everyone else to clear out. One-on-one. This time Book doesn't pull up right away. Instead he explodes right, like he's trying to blow past me with speed. I take 1 step back, and the instant I do, Book pulls back out beyond the arc and rises for 3. But I close out with explosive speed. He's barely lifted the ball when I wrap it down. ball and all. A textbook Wade-style block. The commentator is stunned. Oh my, Kai blocks him again. How is he that fast? This is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Book himself is confused. That drive and step back combo should have left me in the dust. How did he close out that fast? But here's the truth. That step back I took, that was a fake too. I knew Book got swatted once and was going to come right back for another 3. He had to prove a point. So when I stepped back, my upper body was already leaning forward, loaded, ready to burst. The moment Book stepped back out, I was right there with him. That's why it looked so fast. Was there some risk? Absolutely. If Book had kept driving instead, he walks right by me. But I read it right. After the block, I push up the court fast. CP is right behind me, head down, chasing hard. I'm thinking about taking it myself, but my right hand is still banged up. Going up one-handed with my left isn't ideal. So once I cross into the front court arc, I whip a behind-the-back pass to Pope, trailing the play. Pope catches, rises, and throws it down. Boom. 8-point game. The crowd gets even louder. The arena DJ stretches it out. Pope with the slam, assisted by Kai. The DJ isn't blind. 9 out of 10, that play exists because I blocked the hottest scorer on the floor and sparked the whole thing. That's what set up Pope's dunk. So when my name hits the speakers, the DJ turns it up. Drawn out, loud, delivered with the kind of energy that gets under your skin. And Staples erupts all over again. In the roar, fans start buzzing. I've been saying it. Kai should have been out there sooner. Back-to-back blocks, and he's shutting down their best scorer. That's insane. Kai doesn't play like a 10-day guy. He plays like a star. Coach Monty on the Phoenix sideline isn't sleeping on this. After a 7-0 run, he calls time immediately. During the timeout, he watches Book closely. Book is sipping from a water bottle, but his eyes are burning. Getting blocked twice by this guy. He's not having it. Where did this nobody come from, thinking he can do this to me? Coach Monty knows Book is young. He runs hot. Keep the pressure on and something breaks. Book needs to fight back. But fighting back has to be smart. No brute force. Monty puts a hand on Book's back. Devin, you gotta respond. Teach that kid a lesson. Book snaps the cap back on the bottle. I know. Coach Monty nods. But no more threes. That kid's block is elite. And he reads 3-point attempts like he's been doing it forever. You have to change your approach. Attack him off the dribble. Drive him into the ground. Understood? For someone as young as Book, being told to change his game plan feels almost like surrender. 2 years ago, he'd never have agreed. But last year's playoffs changed him. He's grown up a lot. As long as you win in the end, the path doesn't matter. Understood, he says. CP beside him quietly nods with satisfaction. For Phoenix to go further, Book has to keep growing. And right now, he's doing exactly that. Back on the floor. Game resumes. CP brings it up and feeds Book again. Everyone else clears out. Isolation. Book faces me, alternating the ball slowly between hands 4 dribbles in, then suddenly shifts his rhythm. He brings both hands up like he's gathering to shoot. I step up to contest, but it's a fake. He drops his weight and drives left. But the moment he goes, I slide across with explosive lateral speed, and he runs straight into my chest. Book reacts fast. Left side shut. He crosses behind his back and shifts right. Tries to break right. 1 step. Thud. He hits my chest again. Book is stopped. He retreats a few steps, gets some space, and tries to explode again. But my lateral movement is just too fast. Perfectly timed every single time, cutting off every lane he sees. He keeps trying. Nothing works. Finally, he pulls back out beyond the arc. This time I do get caught by the fake, but I can't just let him shoot clean. I fight to close out. No contact. Just trying to disrupt the release. Maybe it's because Book is pressing. Maybe he respects the block too much. Either way, the shot clangs off the back of the rim. Beast grabs the board. The commentator can barely contain it. Did you see that? Did you see that defense from Kai? Absolutely. Airtight. Not a single crack. His lateral quickness is ridiculous. Book couldn't find a way through. That has to be the fastest lateral movement I've ever seen in person, and I'm not exaggerating when I say top of the league right now. My defense is locking things down, but the Lakers miss on the other end. Phoenix gets it back. Book still can't break through my defense, forces another bad shot, misses the 3. The Lakers push on the break and knock one down from deep. 5-point game. Phoenix comes back down. CP reads Book's body language. The guy is starting to rush. This can't keep going. Book needs to breathe. The offense has also gone quiet for a stretch. CP knows he has to step up and score himself. That's what separates the veterans. When the offense is clicking, he's the conductor, setting teammates up. When it breaks down, he becomes the engine. This time he doesn't pass to Book. Instead, he gives him a signal. One hand, slow pat down, cool down. Book respects CP enough to listen. Even though inside he's still boiling about being stopped, he knows he needs to reset. He stops calling for the ball and sets a screen for CP instead. The Lakers have swapped Beast out for Harrell. Mobility goes way up. The Lakers switch on screens, and I end up on CP. CP has already clocked my tendencies from watching me guard Book. I jump at pump fakes. Against a defender like that, CP has 100 ways to cook you. He makes a move right. I shift to cut it off, but he only goes halfway, then quickly drops his weight and attacks left. I slide left, but he's already a half step ahead. By the time I get there, he's gathered the ball with both hands, rising, threatening to shoot. He's trying to get me to bite, but this time, I don't jump. CP is so confident in the fake that he just goes ahead and fires the mid-range. For him, a mid-range is as automatic as a layup, but the moment he releases, I jump. CP's eyes go wide. He tries to lean back in the air, but my fingertips still get a piece of it. The ball floats 2 meters and drops dead. CP frowns. This guy was jumping at everything before. Why didn't he bite this time? What he doesn't know, I'm not actually a jump-at-everything defender. These past 2 years I barely played real games. But outside of training and sleeping, I spent almost every hour watching film, breaking down the habits of every player in the league. Every rotation guy, every starter, on all 30 teams, their tendencies, their footwork, even their temperament and personality. If I'm being honest, most of these players know each other less than I know them. I only jump like that against shooters like Book. Against CP, I know he's short. When he can't create enough separation off the drive, he almost always pump fakes before going up. So when CP fakes the first time, I stay grounded. When he actually leaves his feet, I go with him and swat it. Easy to describe, but that comes from years of grinding. I block CP clean, and the ball falls right to their center Aiton. He catches, pivots, goes up immediately. I'm the closest man. Before he can release, I leave the ground and swat it clean. The ball flies straight to Crow. He catches it, sees the lane clear, and goes up for the dunk. But I slide over in a flash, plant myself right in front of him, and leap, both hands up high, like a volleyball block. Crow's dunk slams right into my palms. The ball drops. LeBron grabs it and fires his signature long outlet pass, straight to Kuz, who already leaked out in transition. One-handed tomahawk dunk. Staples erupts like a volcano. The roof of Staples Center shakes. And right there, I've blocked 3 straight. I throw my head back and roar. 2 years of everything pouring out at once. Then I raise my right hand, point my index finger to the sky, and give it 3 slow wags. The commentators lose it. Oh my goodness. Back-to-back-to-back blocks. What am I even watching? The Mountain of Africa? Wait, no, the Mountain of Asia. Kai is Mount Everest. You cannot go over him. Across the ocean, in the live stream, the live comments section, absolutely flooded. Nothing but fire emojis and no cap. He's goated, as far as the eye can see. In the studio, Cole and Yang are going off. His defense looks like it's leveled up again from last game. No question. 2 on Book, 1 on CP, 1 on Aiton, 1 on Crow. 5 blocks in 5 minutes, and the man is only 6'2". That block ability is something else. But everyone's focused on the blocks. What I'm locked in on is how he guarded Book those few possessions. That lateral quickness, Book could not find a single path. I cannot wait to see what the second half looks like. Right as he says that, the broadcast cuts to a referee. He's signaling T. Cole's eyes go wide. Wait, what is happening? That's a technical. Yang is just as surprised. Hold on. The camera was on Harold during the fast break. We missed something. Let's see the replay. The replay comes up fast. There it is. After the third block, I'm staring into the air and wagging my finger. Cole puts it together instantly. The finger wag. Kai did the finger wag after 3 straight blocks. Yang is already shaking his head. The finger wag. The only player in the entire league who had official permission to do that was Uncle Mutombo. Kai. He's still on his second 10-day contract. A technical foul means $25,000 out of his pocket. That's a steep price. Cole laughs. Pretty sure LeBron's picking up the tab. Back in the live comments, the haters who went quiet suddenly crawl back out. No respect. How you play says everything about who you are. And this guy's got nothing. Must be a trash person off the court too. Gets 3 blocks and acts like he's the greatest. Please. On the floor, I pick up the technical. No regrets. The NBA is built for moments like this. If you can't celebrate 3 straight blocks, when can you? Because of the technical, Phoenix gets a free throw. CP hits it. They inbound, and on their very next possession, I swat it clean into the stands. Staples goes nuts again. The beginner shot block card technically boosts my block rate to 50%, but factoring in everything I know about these players and their habits, that number climbs even higher. Moving right along, I knock down another 3. And because Book overcorrects and flies at me too hard, he fouls my hand on the shot. 3-point play, and 1. My free throw is solid. It goes in. The deficit is erased. End of the first quarter. Yang wraps up in the live stream. The Lakers are something else. Truly something else. Down 15 and half a quarter, then erase the whole thing in the other half. Cole nods. Exactly. The Lakers don't have to relive Game 6 this time. And all of that changed the moment Kai stepped on the floor. Honestly, 3 games in, and Kai delivers something new every single time. Yang continues. Game 1. 3s out of nowhere, like he dropped from the sky. Game 2. Beyond the 3s, he pulls out the death grip. And now Game 3. The blocks arrive. It's like he's got a whole arsenal, pulls out a different weapon every game, and there's no way to prepare for it. Coach Monty rallies his players and lays out the plan. We have to slow the pace down, play deliberately, don't give them transition opportunities. He knows the Lakers' defense is elite, which is exactly why the usual game plan against them is to push the pace, but playing fast tonight means turnovers, and turnovers mean fast breaks for the Lakers. So the only option is to slow things down and run everything through CP's playmaking. It's like choosing between 2 poisons. The first one already killed them. Now they're back, and even knowing the second bottle is poison too, they have to drink it and hope for the best. After the huddle breaks, his eyes drift, almost without meaning to, toward the Lakers bench. Phoenix had everything going their way earlier. Then this one guy walked onto the court, and everything fell apart. If they want to win this game, they have to solve that problem first. He turns, looks at Crow for a moment, then shakes his head slightly. Not yet. See how it plays out first. Save Crow for the third quarter if needed. Second quarter tips off. The Lakers starters are mostly sitting. Just Schroeder leading a bench unit. And those guys, maybe fired up by the 3 straight blocks I just dropped, come out swinging. Morris and KCP drain back-to-back 3s. Even Beast somehow knocks in a corner 3. Schroeder adds 3 straight drives. On the Phoenix side, maybe the 3-block sequence broke something in them. The energy is flat. They can't hit from outside. Fine, that happens. but they're even missing dunks at the rim. 3 minutes left in the half. The Lakers are up 12. I check back in. 2 more blocks. 2 more threes. By the time the buzzer sounds, the Lakers have pushed it to 20. Halftime. The commentators can barely sit still. This game opened exactly like Game 6 last year. But the moment Kai stepped on the floor, the whole thing shifted. The Lakers are up 20 at the half. Kai didn't just contribute, he flipped the entire game on its head. We cannot wait for the second half. Let's see what Kai brings next. Back at courtside seat 124. Behind those signature red-tinted glasses, Jack's eyes are full of quiet satisfaction. So far, this kid from the East keeps delivering for the Lakers. Maybe the Lakers' revival starts with him. In the visitors' locker room, the Phoenix players are in a dark place. Being down 20, they've been there before. More than once. By every right, they shouldn't be this deflated. But tonight is different. From the moment that Lakers number 1 walked on the floor, they've been sinking, with no clear way back. Can't score. Can't stop them. What's the play here? Even their franchise star, Devin Booker, is sitting with his head down, towel draped over his face. Not a word. Then CP stands up. He claps hard. This is what we're doing? You really want to be known as soft? Everybody wake the hell up. You remember what we did to them last year? They were the defending champions. We sent the defending champions home. You're telling me now you're scared of the same team? CP is one of the most competitive, most locked-in players in the entire league. His words pull the room back up, slowly. But being down 20, a speech only goes so far. So Coach Monty turns to Crow. Crow, third quarter, shut that guy down. And by shut down, he doesn't just mean play tight defense. He means get in his head, trash talk, agitate. And if it comes to it, dirty play. Back in the Heat's finals run, Crow made life miserable for more than a few opponents. That kind of enforcer, fans hate them, players despise them. But if a team wants to win, you need one on the roster. Bruce Bowen on the Spurs, Draymond Green, Zaza Pachulia, Andrew Bogut on the Warriors, Crow back with the big 3 Heat, all in the same mold. Crow knows exactly what his job is. He flashes an okay sign to the room. I've got the Eastern kid, don't worry about him. Third quarter tips off, same starting lineup as the first quarter, but Schroeder looks mentally somewhere else. 3 minutes in, 2 turnovers, and coach hooks him. I'm back in. At this point, I'm genuinely part of the rotation now. On the bench, Tucker sits with a quiet frustration. He should be getting those minutes. But with how I've been playing, his time has been squeezed. That's competitive sports. You perform or you get pushed out. All he can do is keep grinding. And whenever a chance comes, he has to take it, not sit on the bench bitter and sulking. As for Schroeder, his eyes keep drifting off the court. Hard to tell what's going on in his head. Once I'm back out there, my 3-point shooting isn't as explosive as the last 2 games, but with a 45% floor locked in, I'm still hitting at a rate most players can't match, and that forces Phoenix to adjust. They can't run zone anymore. They have to extend the defense, and once they do, the paint opens up. LeBron attacks 3 straight times. Caruso gets one too. Inside and outside, both working. Phoenix, on the other hand, gets blocked twice more by me. Book's touch is gone, his drives are completely shut down, and no one else on that roster is running hot either. CP drills 2 mid-rangers, but against a Lakers offense rolling like a wave, one man can only do so much. The lead is racing toward 30. Lakers are in their offense. I'm doing what I always do, curling off screens to get open beyond the arc, and right then, Crow waits until every referee's eye is on the ball handler on the perimeter. He grabs my arm, hidden from view, and yanks hard. My whole body jolts. I go with it. Let myself fall. I hit the floor hard. Good thing I rolled with it, because with the force Crow puts into that pull, my right arm would have been dislocated. Crow stumbles forward from the momentum. He goes down too, then immediately starts screaming at the ref. He fouled me. He pulled me down. His play is dirty. The audacity. Running to the ref before I can say a word. But with every pair of eyes on the ball handler, no referee saw what happened between us. The baseline ref waves play on. I get up, shake out my arm, and keep moving. But as Crow guards me, the little shots keep coming. The sneakiest one, pinching my side. Like a needle in the ribs, every so often. I've studied Crow. He didn't used to do this. The player most known for that move is CP. Because he's short, he uses these hidden tricks constantly on defense. It hurts. It gets in your head. And in the middle of a fast game, refs almost never catch it. Now Crow has picked it up too. I feel it and smile to myself. You want to pinch? Anyone can play that game. So whenever Crow crowds me, or we get tangled up, I slip my hand in and pinch him right back. Crow mutters a quiet curse. 2 more minutes of this. My sides are already purple and black. Crow's too. Though being darker skinned, the bruising doesn't show the same way. But it's there. Plenty of it. This is how I handle dirty players. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Don't talk to me about sportsmanship or basketball etiquette. These moves are invisible to refs. Complaining to them does nothing. So what am I supposed to do? Just stand there and take it. Crow comes at me again. We get tangled, and I drive my fingers into his side one more time. While he's wincing, I burst to the arc, catch and fire. 3. Crow grabs his side and rages inside. F. He gets close and growls under his breath. You better enjoy it while it lasts. Everything between me and Crow is invisible, completely hidden. The other 8 players on the floor have no idea what just happened, let alone the refs. Crow is seething. The plan was simple. Pinch this guy, get under his skin, make him lose his cool. He's already picked up a technical. If Crow can push him far enough, a punch, even just one verbal outburst, another T and he's gone. But instead of getting angry, this guy pinches him right back, digs in deep enough to make Crow's eyes water, and keeps draining threes right over his head. That is genuinely infuriating. He watches me jog back on defense, and a new plan takes shape. The original idea was to rattle me enough that I'd back down. Since that's clearly not happening, he can't be blamed for what comes next. The Lakers run another play. I curl off the screen to the top of the arc, catch, and rise to shoot. Crow is clearly beat, way too late to block it. But he lunges at me anyway, right hand high, like he's going for the ball. He swings straight at my face, and he doesn't hold back. The force is so brutal that I'm driven out of the air entirely, and I crash hard into the floor. Crow finally feels that weight lift off his chest, but before he can even enjoy it, a searing pain shoots through his groin. In that instant, the entire world disappears. Or rather, in his world, everything else ceases to exist. All that remains is pain. Pain that cuts to the bone. Pain that shakes him to his core. I know how Crow operates. When he can't stop someone, he always escalates, all the way to a flagrant if he has to. So I prepared for it. The moment Crow drives me into the floor, my upper body falls back, and my right foot finds its moment. It connects with his groin. Is that dirty? Absolutely. But when someone else has already gone well beyond basketball, am I supposed to smile and bow, be the bigger man? And with players like this, the most a ref can do is eject him and issue a fine. Next game, he does it again. One hit like that could end a player's career. Against someone like that, do I owe him courtesy? I'm just giving back exactly what he gave. Crow, hit by that shot below the belt, drops both hands to protect himself and collapses to the floor, writhing. I was ready for the fall, so even though it looks brutal, my left hand cushions the landing just enough. Just a bit of sting, but I don't get up right away. Crow hit the floor first, and he's still down. I'm the victim here. If I pop up now, doesn't that make the ref lean toward him? Fine then. Time to pull off an Oscar-worthy flop. With that thought, I press my right hand to my side, teeth clenched, face twisted, left hand pounding the floor. Teammates rush over. How bad is it? I don't answer, like I'm in too much pain to speak. The crowd goes quiet. Dud launches off the sideline. That's literally his job on this team. But the assistant coach grabs him tight. Anyone coming from off the court right now is an automatic technical. On the floor, Caruso is ready to step in for me too. But when he looks over and sees Crow rolling around on the floor in agony, he hesitates. Is this guy faking? He's the one who knocked Kai out of the air. What does he have to be hurting about? The arena screen cuts to the replay. Every fan in the building sees it, Crow going straight for my face. The crowd erupts. That's disgusting. He's an assassin. How is he allowed to play? Lock him up. That was deliberate. Eject him. But then they see it. As I'm falling, my right foot connects with Crow's groin. A collective gasp, especially from the men in the crowd, every one of them feeling it vicariously. Then the cheers come. That's what he deserved. If I were Kai, I'd have done the exact same thing. He had it coming. Both teams gather around their guy. My teammate crouches down. Kai, where does it hurt? I let out a slow breath. Think it's my side. Hard to say. Everything kind of hurts. A few more questions. Then finally, can you get up? I sneak a glance at Crow. He's already been helped up by his teammates and is sitting on the bench. Help me up. I think I'm okay. So, my teammates help me to my feet. The team doctor guides me through some movement checks. Slowly, the discomfort fades. The sideline referees are reviewing the replay on loop. One thing is immediately clear. Crow committed a flagrant foul. He went straight for the face. Now the question is my kick, intentional or not. The referees don't take long. They move to the scoring table and signal the call. Crow, flagrant 1, technical foul added. Kai, 3 personal fouls, 3 free throws, plus the technical free throw, 4 total. Lakers retain possession. 4 shots, 1 throw-in. When Phoenix's players in front office hear the call, every one of them throws their hands up. How? This makes no sense. Our guy is hurt too. That kick was clearly intentional. CP looks like he wants to eat the referee alive. He chases the ref down, pointing at me. Did you see what he did? That's dirty. He shouldn't be out here. But the referees don't just ignore them. They issue a warning. One more word, and it's a technical on the whole team. In the replay explanation, veteran NBA referee Mark Davis lays it out clearly. From what we can see, Kai is in the motion of a fadeaway shot. On a fadeaway, one leg naturally extends forward. When Crow lunges in and drives Kai into the floor, that extended right leg rises slightly. This is the body's natural response to maintain balance. So while Kai did make contact with Crow, there was no intent, and this all originated from Crow's foul on Kai. Kai's leg extended within his own body's natural space. Therefore, no foul on Kai. I sit on the bench for a moment. My teammates suggest I head to the locker room for a quick check. I shrug. Thanks, but I'm good. Feeling much better. I'm locked in. The team doctor goes quiet. The guys around me already know what's going on. LeBron especially. He's pulled off a flop or two in his day. He knows exactly how this works. A small smile crosses his face. He puts a hand on my shoulder. That's my guy. That's how you do it. In competitive sports, results are all that matter. As long as you don't cross the real line, you do what it takes to win. Everyone knows Reggie Miller pushed off on Jordan on that buzzer beater. Didn't change the result. The rest of the guys breathe easy. As long as I'm not hurt, that's what matters. Once I'm settled, I step to the line for all 4 free throws. My free throw rate sits at 88%. All 4 go in clean. The Lakers inbound the ball. I curl off another screen and catch it. Crow, back on his feet, closes out. I hold the ball, looking right into his eyes. The faintest smile on my lips. Crow sees that look. That smile. It doesn't mean anything good. His chest tightens. A chill rises from somewhere below. That searing pain from before echoes through him all over again. He still tries to contest, but he doesn't commit. It's more of a gesture than a real contest. No pressure at all. The ball sails clean over Crow's head. Nothing but net. 4 free throws plus this 3. 7 points in 1 possession. The lead balloons to 33. Phoenix calls timeout. 2 minutes left in the third. CP is clapping, trying to keep the energy alive. He keeps pushing Book. Devin, you have to step up. You're going to be the sole leader of this team someday. You have to rise right now. But the fight has been knocked out of Phoenix. Especially Crow. When he comes back on the floor, that aggressive edge is gone. Every defensive play looks hesitant. And guarding me? He won't even get close. That kick left a mark inside his head. Phoenix is done. The Lakers close it out. LeBron's final line: 23 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, another near triple-double to torture the stat-obsessed. He is the foundation of this team. Win or lose, the Lakers need those numbers from him. But the real star of this game? No contest. 26 minutes off the bench. 28 points, 10 blocks, a double-double. 7 of 10 from 3. 5 for 5 from the line. 1 for 1 on 2-point attempts. The efficiency is terrifying, especially from beyond the arc. I keep proving I am a reliable shooter from deep. After the final buzzer, CP doesn't come over to shake hands with the Lakers. He turns straight for the tunnel, doesn't even stop for LeBron. Understandable. He's wired to compete above everything else. Losing by 30, he's in no mood for pleasantries. The post-game media naturally comes to me first. I answer every question without giving anything away. After the shower, LeBron invites me to the post-game press conference again. I don't turn it down. A post-game press conference, very few players would say no to that. Meanwhile, in the same building, Phoenix's press conference is already underway. CP, Book, and Crow are all at the table. After a few routine questions, a reporter turns to Crow. Crow, during the game you and the Lakers Kai both went down at the same time. You hit him in the face, he made contact with your groin. You were called for a flagrant one. What do you want to say about that? Crow shakes his head. Without question. I was going for the ball. I accidentally caught him in the face. His move, on the other hand, was intentional. Completely dirty. He should have been ejected. He's found his footing again now, mouth running wide open. The reporter follows up. But from the footage, the ball was well above your head at that point. Your hands didn't move toward the ball first. They went directly at his face. A lot of people are saying that was deliberate. How do you respond to that? Crow's jaw tightens. He stares the reporter down. You're not me. How would you know what I was thinking? That kick was absolutely intentional. Why aren't you asking him about it? The reporter stays calm and turns it right back. You're not him either. So how do you know his was intentional? Crow has no answer. He scoffs. I'm done with this question. He stands and walks out, mid-press conference. In the NBA, walking out on reporters comes with a fine. Crow clearly doesn't care. Shortly after they leave, LeBron and I walk into the room. Cameras start firing immediately, a rapid burst of flashes. I've been to press conferences before, but never like this. This is what it means to be a Laker. This franchise in a city like Los Angeles. The attention is on a completely different level from any small market team. As long as I keep performing here, the spotlight will never be a problem. LeBron and I take our seats, and the questions begin.